Can you hear me now? Can test. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Oh, can test. Let me know if you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Oh, can test. Let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, is that coming from the speakers? Oh, why is that coming? Oh, that's because I have it up. Okay, is that coming? There we go. That's because I had it up.
6 seconds. Oh, you had it on.
Yeah, I had it on this. That's why. Okay, share the link online all over the place. Yep, I'm putting it. So let me know. It's got an echo. Let me know if we still got an echo, Raw Toast. Thanks for coming on. We are just getting everything set up. Here's the tournament bracket. How is the volume? When the gameplay starts, we'll do a sound test first before we actually start for real. Okay, the game music is balanced well with my voice. Awesome. This is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We'll do like a quick practice thing. We'll make sure to get everyone up. Let me do a couple more setups real quick. Okay, this is better for me. We might divide this all into videos afterwards. I'm going to... Perfect. And Raw Toast was actually in the previous tournament, but he was unable to make it today. So we're glad you're in the chat, Raw Toast. Okay, so Ryan and Josh, Reader and Stingray, actually no, Reader and Jay, I mean, my bad. Reader and Jay, we'll have you do a test round real quick. I don't know if they heard me. So yeah, this is Peanut Butter Jelly Wars, third tournament, and pretty excited. This is gonna be best 2 out of 3 per match and double elimination. There's been lots of changes since the previous tournament. Now the game is officially out now, so if you haven't, you can get it on itch.io. It's on sale for $3. And for those who don't know, I'm Adam Common. I'm the creator of the game, and occasionally we might get Michael over here. He's going to help me. He's helping me make the sequel. He might help co-commentate with me. But if you guys hold on one second, I'll be right back just to make sure everything's getting going. Okay, Ratos, let me know if you can still hear me. I got Michael with me right now. This is gonna be. Oh, we got. That's right. I hit the button. Okay, we got. This is gonna be a friendlies match first. We're gonna make sure the volume's okay. Just let us know if we need to lower the volume of the game, and we will do so.
I'm excited to see if they reveal any key strategies that they've been brewing. I know Jay participated in PBJenesis Season 2, and who is our newcomer?
We got Reader here.
Reader, okay.
He is the newcomer right here. And let us know if you guys can hear Michael too. I have a really loud voice, so.
I can yell.
And this is going to be a friendlies match. Yeah. And if it goes too long, we'll just exit out. So.
Nice.
So I'm kind of talking back and forth.
So what's Reader's experience with the game, Adam?
So Reader, he's actually came over to my house once and played it.
Nice.
And he came over. Came over to the other tournament, just playing for fun, and that was basically it.
Okay.
So Reader's pretty new to this.
Thank you.
Michael sounds good.
I'm
Perfect.
sure you sound good too. So Jay placed in the last tournament we had a bracket of 8, I believe.
Yes.
8 or 9.
I don't-
She placed.
I think she placed like 6th or
Yeah.
something. I don't remember.
So she did okay. She has some experience with the game, and she has been practicing since then.
Don't know if they're waiting to pick a stage or not. Oh, yeah. Don't be careful with that button.
They're trying to go back to select.
Oh, press the B.
The B.
B button.
Can you hit the back?
Oh, I know what happened. Oh, my bad. Now try it.
Oh
B.
no.
Uh-oh. Technical difficulties, folks. We'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. We
noticed a feature that is totally a feature, not a bug.
yeah. So basically, you can't hit the B button to exit out that screen. So
Whoops.
can't believe that didn't pop up before in the testing.
Usually people know what they want.
Yeah, that's
Whereas
true.
someone that's new, they just pick it up and lock in, and it sounds like.
We'll have to rank
Yeah.
that into the test.
But no, so we're trying to. So when the game starts, that's when the music will get a little louder. So let us know if you can still hear us when the actual music starts. And actually, for now, just pick anything because we just want to do a sound test.
You're just doing like.
Yeah, just pick anything for now. So right now, Reader's peanut butter right now. Jay is jelly, but like I said, this is going to be a test. Yeah,
I think he's taking the time to read all of the units.
probably, yeah.
Reader living up to his name.
Yep, Reader is reading the descriptions.
It's definitely a good thing to do. Those descriptions do come in handy. The good verses and bad verses don't reveal the full meta of every unit, but they're a great place to start if you want to develop a sound strategy.
A lot of it depends on the mic.
Yeah.
Like ants, I remember in the previous tournament, one of the contestants was like, well, you said in this description that ants are good against cannons, but look, they're beating my cannons. And well, I mean, it depends how you use the ants. If you like kind of use the captain to distract the cannons, then the ants are really good against cannons. But who knows,
Yeah.
maybe we'll nerf the ants. I don't know. You can put in the chat if you want us to nerf the ants or keep them the same. Or, okay, how does it sound now? Let us know how it sounds with the actual gameplay.
Yeah, it's like
It's maxing out as OBS. I want to keep on talking. Keep on letting us know if the sound is good, if we need to turn down the sound of the game down a bit. Or if we let us know if there's any echo.
So I think that we should not nerf the ants. I like buffing things instead of nerfing. We should buff everything else.
The game is way louder. Okay, let's turn down the volume a bit. Is the game too loud? Is it better now? How well can you hear us compared to the sounds now? And can you still hear the game?
Audio good.
I'm gonna keep on talking just so you know what's happening. So Michael is in favor of not nerfing these.
I don't think we should ever nerf anything. I like the Sakurai position.
The Sakurai position?
Yeah, like you just keep things as they are. Make things more powerful instead. Nobody reads the patch notes and goes, oh yay, my favorite character got nerfed, I'm so excited. But they'll read the patch notes and go, wow, they can do this now.
They can do this now, it's way cooler, so yeah.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should buff the cannons.
Yeah. Buff everything.
It's a fine balance for sure. Hopefully the sound is better now. Let us know if it sounds better or not. Once we have a good volume, then we will officially start the tournament. I'm going to keep on talking. Yeah. So we're going to keep on. It looks like Jay's practicing the hives, which is going to be interesting for sure. And we're going to keep on practicing, making sure the sound is good or not. It's good? Okay. I think we're good. If anyone has complaints, we can always change it later. So what we'll do is we'll try to keep everyone away from us here. So I'll be right back. I'll let you talk to the people.
Yeah, we don't have any echo.
Okay. We'll go down a little bit on the game.
Okay.
We'll go to 50.
I'm gonna.
Gotcha. Maybe I'll even go a little bit lower. Okay. Okay. I think we'll start. Okay. Cool. You guys can now.
Are they actually the first two?
Cool. We have 2 whole viewers, including me. I'm so excited.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. We accidentally unplugged the mic, but we are back now.
Technical difficulties.
Sounded better as the match went on. Okay, good.
Yeah.
If you can't hear us, let us know. I think you should now. Can you hear us?
Okay, you just came back in, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, now we're gonna start. Okay, guys, welcome to PBJenesis Season 3 once again. The 10th time I said that. But now we're really ready to begin. On the left, we have the radical reader. I'm just give them adjectives now. And then we have the Jazzy J.
Yes.
Yes. And so, looks like Jay is going for the bulb strategy with hives, and she's got the ants and the splares. They're a very powerful combination. Good defense with laser cannons. I made a tier list, and I actually put them as not optimal in mine.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's just my opinion. I could be completely wrong. And looks like Reader's going for a huge macro setup.
Interesting that Jay picked. Jay's jelly, right?
Yes, Jay's jelly.
Yeah, Jay picked the laser cannon, which we don't see in use a lot. It wasn't heavy in the last tournament, and since then in friendlies and casuals we played. The laser cannon's not very popular. It's just kind of the forgotten cannon in the bottom left, and we'll see how it comes to play this time.
We'll see if it's important. Okay, we got this selling in the beginning. That was like the meta established in the last one. So she's selling everything in the front.
That's aggressive.
Yes, but it looks like Reader's not being too aggressive back. So he's building a hive. Okay, so and Jay's placing that power bulb. Now that power bulb will double the production of those hives.
It doubles the spawn rate, right?
Yes.
Spawn time. Or
Spawn time, yeah. So normally without the power bulb, it's going to be coming in every 10 seconds, but with the power bulb, it's every 5 seconds.
Yeah. So it essentially doubles the usefulness of your spawners. That's very powerful.
You pay for only one hive and you get double amount of it. And you use less space.
Definitely worth the 2,000, but the bulb is one shot and it's dead, and you're limited to the geography of the bulb. So there are some drawbacks to it.
However, it looks like we're not having a very aggressive game, so I think Jay is going to take a huge advantage from this. He's not in two punch. If you just look at that stream. However, it looks like, are those splares coming?
Could be, yes, there are these players.
So they're really bad against, the flies are very bad against the splares.
Yeah.
So there's a rock, paper, scissors element. So flies beat ants, ants beat splares, and splares beat flies. Yes, and I'm going to read what a comment says. That power bulb was a smart play at the beginning. I would have never considered that. Yes, it's really important, and especially for hives because they're so cheap. You can just put them down. Now you have like a constant rate of flies that's coming out. It's definitely like an early macro play, and look at how many flies are coming.
Yeah, just
look at the map.
that mini map.
Yeah,
It's just a constant stream of flies, like you're saying. And she's using the laser cannon on the tombstones, which is a great use for those.
Yeah, they
the
do
regular
bonus
cannons
damage.
take a long time to break down the tombstones. And if you don't know, if you're not familiar with this map, there's a little money area in the middle. You have to break down the tombstones on the north or south side to get in, but then once you touch that money area, it gives you a massive increase in income. So Jay is aware of that and is definitely trying to capitalize on that.
And it looks like she's trying to get in there. She's going to get in, and she's got the bank space. The bank space is like a plus 30 banks.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Oh, and she's building more banks inside.
Yeah, she got it. Now she's defending it with laser cannons, and it's going to be hard. Now, Peanut Butter does have the UFO out, which is very powerful.
That's a good offensive action there.
They are the most powerful troop in the game, as like stat-wise. They're very expensive, and they do take a long time. They have to hatch out a vulnerable egg, so that does make them maybe not as powerful as they could be. But we got a lot of split. I honestly think this game's probably going to go to Jay.
I think she decided it early on in this lifetime. I think that's all right.
Now, there's a big wall of toast in front. I know that if she built some ants, that would definitely make it go a lot faster. I'm like, hopefully she can't hear me. Hopefully I'm not giving too much advice. Oh, Michael is hard to hear, FYI.
Oh man, sorry, I'll be louder. Thank you
Yeah,
for
you just
listening.
talk really loud. I don't want to put it close. Do bulbs double money production? No, they do not.
Just spawn rate and the fire rate of cannons, is that right?
Yes, that is correct. But, yeah, looks like Team Jelly wins. Oh, okay, that's only one out of three though. So we still have another match to go.
Or two.
Yeah, there could be two. And if anyone wants to change anything, they can change it now. Then that means Reader will pick this stage. But he cannot pick the same stage twice. That is the rules we're playing by right now. Okay, it looks like they're going to the Giant's Globe.
So we didn't have a lot of unit changes there.
We did not have that, not really. So we're still seeing the macro play from Peanut Butter.
Yeah. And Jay is going for the quick sail in the beginning again. We'll see if this plays out the same way.
Yeah.
Reader's taking his sweet time building some banks, but he has the choke point in this map. He has a little natural defensive bay up in his north side there. I wonder if that'll play to his play style that he was trying in the last match.
Getting like a little turtling base thing there.
Yeah.
The thing is that Jay has sold all her buildings, so it's going to give her a huge economic boost, especially since she's spending those on those piggy banks. And the only way... Oh, she's salting! Oh, the salt!
What is
the
she
salt!
salting? She's
salting piggy banks! Oh, that is the ultimate flex.
It really is. I don't know that I'd put banks right.
Oh,
in the
now
middle
she's
of the
getting
farm
out.
like
She's
that.
getting a lot more offensive this time. So we got to see how Reader handles this.
I was about to say her defenses are basically nothing, but with those cannons right in Reader's face, yeah, she's got some time to build up a wall there.
Yeah, so selling at the beginning is good if nobody rushes you from Calomancer. Yes.
And she's
Dude,
opting
that's
for
gross.
a wall of flies. This is ouch.
Yeah, so these hives and power bulbs, that's a really good combo. Actually, it's kind of funny. I actually talked about this in my this video.
Yeah.
About how I think the hives are actually really good. And we're kind of seeing that in here. Like, they don't do immediate damage, but they definitely do lots of damage over time. Because she's not spending any money on these flies or as
Yeah,
long as you
they're
can keep them up.
free.
Yeah.
After that initial 2,000 plus 2,000 for the bulb, it's just a free, gentle little wall of meat.
So if it makes 4 flies, you already got your money back.
Yeah. Wow. Placement is the key there, though. If you do a bad placement, it's just wasted money.
Yes, but it looks like she's got a good hold at the, I guess we call it 1 o'clock? Not 1 o'clock, it's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Yeah, this is...
I have a digital watch, I don't know.
Yeah. Reading clocks is hard, guys. It looks like Jay is getting in there. I think this is the end. And looks like Jay is the winner. Team Jelly wins.
So that's Rita's first loss. He'll be moving into the losers bracket. He's not out of the tournament yet. And Jay will be moving on to the next round.
It looks like the results. And now, while this is up, I'm going to pull up the tournament bracket. I think, you know how this works? Oh boy.
You're on
I'm on the screen. That's right. Okay.
All right.
So we got Jay here. How do we do this?
I've never used challenge, honestly.
Oh boy.
I think you just click her name. Is there a start button you have to click? Let us know in the comments.
Oh, sign up to run
you know
this
how to use
tournament.
challenge.
Oh, I have. I guess we have to do it by. We might have to do this the old-fashioned way, guys.
Screenshots and drag it over.
So basically, we have to sign up to do it.
Dang.
So we'll just have to remember. So what this?
You're witnessing history here, streamers.
We're witnessing.
We don't know how to use
history.
challenge.
So
This is definitely only the second time.
hold on one second. I'm gonna see if we have do we have a pencil and paper?
I can.
We are so prepared, guys. This is
So
great.
super prepared.
So super
I
prepared.
have a note app. I don't have a pen.
I guess we can just remember who did what.
We probably
So
can.
yeah, we can probably just remember. We do? Oh, perfect. Okay. While we're doing this, so we have Stingray and the Sandwich Killer
Dun,
up
dun, dun.
next. And yeah, Roto says she's looking really strong. That was a good strategy. Yes, Jay is looking very good. Especially a lot of growth from the previous tournament. I can already see.
Her practice has definitely paid off. I think she's in it
Yes.
to win it. The cash prize incentive is really getting some practice out of the entrance this time.
I think that's my or we'll just have to just remember who wins.
Yeah.
And you can kind of remember. So we know who Jay won, and then so Rita's going to be in the 5-1.
So Stingray is the new screen name of Josh, who was in the last tournament. He did not place super high, but he's been practicing a
I'll just
lot
do it
since
on- I
then,
can
and
just
he's
use
very
it on
excited to win.
Or maybe I should just
I'm
do an
pretty
Excel
confident that
file.
he's going to do well in this tournament.
Okay, guys, you're witnessing history.
We're going to write a VBA script. Just kidding. We will not torture you with that.
Hey, guys. I'm not going to do it right now, so we just have... So I'm just going to go right here, since it's going to be Jay's going to be here.
I also wish you had people to play with, Carson. I'm sorry
Sandwich
about that.
Killer.
Stay tuned for the sequel, because that's going to be online. So you can play with strangers online or friends online. That's a big priority. That's why we're switching to Unity or Unreal or a different engine. Thinking about Unity right now, just because it's more friendly for the 2D graphics, and it has a built-in networking solution that's pretty extensible. So, yeah.
Okay, and then we got Reader.
Yeah,
here.
we're excited. It's gonna be
Okay, this is our tournament bracket now. It's kind of weird to read, but it works. Actually, let's move this one. Move her down.
good. Let's go sequel.
Woohoo! Okay.
Go Skiller.
Yeah, Skiller or Sandwich Killer. Okay, we are now ready. So I'll let you hold base for. Well, I'll make sure everything is good over there.
Okay, yeah. Who do we have where? We have Stingray as peanut butter, is that right? Okay, yes, he's giving me a nod. For the Holy Land, he says. he's been really loving the single-player story mode. So Carson, there is a single-player mode in this version. Should have mentioned that. I forgot about it because I only play multiplayer. Single-player is fun. I just prefer multiplayer. Yeah. One team filling time on the stream and one doing the bracket stuff. Yeah, we're going to try to do that from now on. Adam's going to go run the bracket. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you for your patience as we're learning how to do this, guys. So it looks like Stingray is going for the super meta. He's just spawners, UFOs, and the bulb. The bulb reduces the UFO's egg time by half. So the bulb boosts everything else that he's chosen. I think he's going to lean heavily on those, just like Jay just did.
Well, we already established who's on each side, right?
Yes, yeah, we've got Stingray on peanut butter and
Sandwich Killer.
Sandwich Killer, that's right. Sandwich Killer on jelly on the right side.
Yes. So it looks like we're going to go. Where are we going first? Yeah, I'm stuck in Holy Land. Carson Walgan. Yeah, that level is pretty tough.
Yeah.
It is a pretty tough level. No, and Carson actually apparently knows how to do it, but with a separate program. So yeah, yeah. Maybe next time we'll be a little bit more prepared. Yeah, thank you guys for all your support. Thank you for buying the game and for all the support. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. How far are we from our goal this month?
So right now we have a goal to make $100 while the game's on sale, and last time I checked, we're at $53.
Nice.
So we're like over halfway there. We got till February 14th, so we still got time. So make sure to share this on Twitter, share with your friends. It's on for $3 right now. So hey, like it's cheaper than a Little Caesars pizza. So I can try to work sometime a little. Yeah. Hey, I'm down for that. Yeah, I think, we'll totally take that. So what's happening here?
So Josh he got a bulb out early on.
Mm-hmm.
He sold all of his bread and toast for spawners and a bulb. That
is
risky.
Pretty risky.
He's got no money.
He only has 3 banks.
Yeah, he's only down to 3 banks.
And looks like, what is Sandwich Killer doing? She's got
building banks and a little stronger defense. And it looks like Stingray's strategy is working out so far. He's got a constant stream of units to make Sandwich Killer do something about it. So
I'm actually pretty impressed right now. Wow.
Yeah, I wonder. It looks like he's trying to build where it's clipping against the wall or a high.
Yeah. And now will Sandwich Killer be able to finish? Because you got contend with this constant stream of troops coming through. You've got to do something to change this up.
Yeah.
The question is, will this Stingray a Sandwich Killer can kill?
Or is Stingray a Sandwich Killer?
Oh, that's, being a Sandwich Killer would be pretty killer. The Laxabangs will kill him, calling it now. Okay, so that's our predictions from the chat.
Yeah.
But he does have a little bit more banks now, so we'll see.
And it looks like he's going for a UFO so early on.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be crazy.
Sandwich Killer's going to react to that.
How will this turn out?
That's going to be tough.
How will this turn out? This is pretty crazy. Selling all those buildings might have paid off.
Well, Sandwich Killer did not really respond to it. She's up there being defensive.
Yeah.
It is a valid strategy, but it's not very reactive to such an early sell-off.
Once those UFOs, the UFOs might clutch it. Yep.
Maybe.
The UFO, I think, if she can kill the UFO, she might be good. But now it looks like Stingray is building more banks.
We've got Sandwich Killer salting up at the top a little bit. That's probably good because Stingray just has the center lane. He's not far.
Wow. Is that 2 UFOs? Yeah, those are 2 UFOs. Is that 1 or 2?
He's got 2.
You got 2?
Yep.
Well,
They're
there's
pretty
definitely
spaced
2.
out, and he's built a third egg and fourth one.
Oh no, I think this is it. Holy cow, this is not unexpected. Holy cow, that was a really risky strategy that really paid off. Team Peanut Butter wins.
That was quick.
Wow, that was a risky strategy, but we'll have to see what happens in the next match. I don't know. We'll see if there's any adaptation there.
So that was really good awareness of his enemy on the part of Stingray. He's really watching to see, okay, how much can I sell? How much do I have to defend? Maybe seeing Sandwich Killer not reacting so much gave him the go-ahead to just go ahead and build offense. And so we'll see what happens this time. King's Kitchen is much less friendly to early sell-offs because it's so wide open. There's one obstacle in the middle, and that's it. You don't really have a choke point to defend you in any way at all.
This is definitely the rush stage. And, it looks like Stingray is building banks this time, but they're really out in the open, so they could come out pretty easy. Like, Sandwich Killer could just get out there and kill it, but we'll see if Sandwich Killer takes advantage of that.
I wonder if that was a misclick on his part. Maybe he meant to select the cannons and he went over
Maybe.
the
It looks like she's coming over. Will they handle it? Looks like those flies handled it pretty well.
Yeah.
Those highs came in clutch. That would have been really bad otherwise.
So, okay, he's got a wall of cannons now, protecting those banks a little bit, but cannons are not super durable themselves either. He's really going to want some bread or more cannons. Will do it too, though.
I really like what Sandwich Killer is doing here, placing those hives.
Yeah. Yeah, so the hives can spawn flies, obviously. The flies can fly over that center gap. So those flies aren't going to care about the side cannons at all.
Let's see what Rato said in the chat. I feel like it was actually the lack of reaction to anything happening on the other side of the screen. You've got to be able to react to that information.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
I think Stingray did get away with that because the opponent wasn't as aggressive as they could have been. If they were very aggressive and have taken out all of those spawners, it totally would have been a different game. You would have had no money, but it was that lack of offensive from the opponent that really paid off. So that's something you really got to do with this game. You really have to watch your opponent and react accordingly.
Yeah. So you have to look at the minimap, and I was having a friendly with Niblack13 before the tournament started, and he asked what the official stance on screen cheating is, and I say it's not cheating.
Yeah, in this game it's not cheating, and because it's there. Maybe that's controversial.
I don't think so, because that adds to the quickness of it, and you also have to be aware of what your opponent's units can do and be able to respond to them. So screen cheating is only half the battle.
Now in the sequel, we're going to make it that you only have your screen and you have to rely on the mini-map to see what your opponent's doing. So that's definitely going to be something different. Holy cow, guys! See, Stingray was actually in the previous tournament, and actually did it this time. Wow, Team Peanut Butter wins.
Nice.
Wow. That was crazy.
So Sandwich Killer moves on to losers bracket.
Yeah.
And Stingray moves on in winners.
Yes.
That was great.
Okay.
Yeah. Ratos says in chat, screen peeking is part, and there's a ton of information flooding in at any one point. That's totally true. This game has a lot of information. There's so many moving parts at all times.
I need to go click on here. So dang! It's the classic matchup next. Stingray versus. So they're actually related. Stingray and Jay. So that means, and then the loser of two goes here. So that means Sandwich Killers against Reader. Okay, so it looks like we have Cable 19 and Logan next. I'll make sure that they're ready. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll let you guys look at the stats.
So Cable 19 is another veteran of the last tournament. He also plays the game pretty frequently. He's decent at it. He's beaten me a few times. And I don't know if that's saying something. I think I'm pretty good. I think I'm pretty cool, but tournament we'll see. Have we ever used Challenge before? Apparently not. we forgot to sign up for an account, but we're just going to use Excel because there are only 8 entrants in this tournament. Yeah. So, Cable 19 is a veteran, and then our newcomer actually just played for the first time today, so he's pretty decent. He's played a lot of strategy games in the past, and I was playing friendlies with him before the tournament, and I went easy on him thinking, I'll let him learn the game, and I almost lost because of it, so I say he's a real contender on his own too. Maybe not for first, but second or third, I can see that happening.
So we got Logan on the left, and Cable 19 on the right, and Cable 19 is selling everything right away. I'm sure you were talking about our contestants before.
Yeah, yeah.
This is actually Logan's first day playing this game.
Yeah, I was just saying that. He almost beat me because I went easy on him in our little introduction match.
So this is going to be pretty interesting. I know he's a big Dark Souls fan, so like, yeah, I like Dark Souls too.
Yeah.
In the chat, do you guys like Dark Souls? Yay or nay? Yay or nay? I don't know. You don't have to say that if you don't want to. Anyway.
Give it a like if you like Dark Souls, or if you don't.
Give us a like if you like Peanut Butter Jelly Wars.
Yeah, there you go. You have RTS experience that I hope gives an advantage. It definitely does, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is a lot quicker than RTS games, but if you understand the basics of balancing defense and offense and being aware of your opponents, then yeah, that's a step up for sure.
Mm-hmm. Looks like we got some hives established. That's good. No power bulbs, but it has a bit more variety. Only ever played the third one a little bit, LOL. And Dark Souls is a huge yes for me from Raw Toast.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I love Dark Souls. It's one of the games that I love to hate. I'm so bad at it, but I love just sitting there being challenged for hours. It's great.
Now look at where he's putting these hives right now. That is a really smart location because they're going to go attack him from all sides.
Yeah. It makes his opponent have to split attention between two different attack points. He either has to ignore those flies and just constantly rebuild a toast or bread or cannonball, or he's got to go up there and do something about those hives, which puts his captain at risk and also takes the captain away from that center lane.
Mm-hmm. So fun story. I've actually was practicing with Cable 19 yesterday. So hey, I told everyone they could practice, so everyone had that chance. I'm letting you know I'm not playing favorites. Everyone had the chance to practice.
That's true.
Well, I guess unless they live far away. I guess Logan, who just found out about this game today. But yeah, those hives, man. Like they're not really well defended, but they're attacking everywhere. But I think Logan might be defending this decently well, but he attacked on the right sides. But right now, I'd say it probably looks really good for Cable 19.
Cable 19's left, right, Peanut Butter?
No, Cable 19's Jelly.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that then.
Yeah.
Jelly has kind of an advantage right now, just because they've got so many spawners out.
Yes.
And there's not been a real response to the spawners at this point.
I actually think he could just spam bumblers and win. And that's exactly what he's doing. And this is pretty intense. This is a really interesting map. It's really wide, so yeah, this is an interesting level to play on for sure.
I don't know if the spawning is gonna win this for him, but it might. Oh, they broke into the bank.
Yeah, he's definitely got this. Even if he takes out some of the spawners, there's everywhere.
The only hope now is a mad dash for the enemy's drone.
Yep.
So protected.
It's so protected. This is so crazy. Oh no! But it was valiant fought on both sides. Team Jelly is the winner. But of this match at least, so
Cable 19, right?
Cable 19, yes.
Okay, Cable 19.
Cable 19 is Team Jelly. But we'll see if Team Peanut Butter has his revenge and wins back the Holy Land. I guess they actually can't play the Holy Land because we have the rules that you can only do one match per state. Yeah. Thank you for interpreting for me. Now let's see what Carson says. I'm in the amateur league for Dota 2, and I'm learning to play defense and offensive at the right times. And learning to play defense and offense at the right times is the name of the game.
Oh,
GG!
Yeah.
GG!
Yeah.
We'll have to add a surrender button.
Yeah, we should add a surrender button, honestly. I just sell all my stuff and charge into the enemy when I'm surrendering. Sell the bank, sell everything, just come take me.
Yep. And Rato says, I didn't realize you could place the bulbs after putting the hives down. That's much more defensible. Yes,
Yep.
You can put them before or after, and it does change it. And looks like we got a much more offensive play from Logan.
Yeah.
And we'll see if he...
Oh, I'm surprised that I made it through. That was close.
So we'll have to change it so because right now the way it works is that when two ants collide, they actually don't stop each other. So in the sequel, I think we should make that they actually stop each other.
I agree. That's expected behavior.
And it wasn't a priority to fix that in this version of the game. So right now it's just a feature. But
so what happened there is the ant just slipped in the interval between the two cannons.
they do damage each other while touching.
Okay, I thought so.
They do damage each other, but like they don't stop each other. Like the other one will like chase the other one basically.
Okay.
The only times they'll stop is if there's no other targets nearby. But most of the time there are targets nearby.
So Logan is doing an okay job at salting hives, which I haven't really seen that. Other like
Salting the hives. Wow.
So I mean, we've seen placing hives very strategically in the choke points, but salting it that's something that could pay off really well if you have to defend from every angle against flies. Gradual trickle, you know.
So Ratos thinks that'd be a hard nerf to the ants if we made them stop. Do the bumblers have a spawner? No, they do not. Maybe they should get a spawner, but actually, we might in the sequel. I don't want to talk too much about the sequel we're planning to do. Everything's really early on. But yeah, no, the bumblers do not have a spawner in this game. I think sometime soon I should be making a survey. So those who have played the game can fill it out, and you can give us feedback, and we'll take that feedback into making the sequel. So I'll try to get that out. I'll post it on Twitter, Facebook. Maybe I'll put it on the community chat and YouTube.
Discord too.
Discord, yep. So if you haven't joined Discord, join Discord.
Is there a link to that on here?
There isn't a link to that on here, dang it.
We'll get that between the sets next time.
Yeah, we'll
paste it in the chat.
That'd be good. Look, we got a side crab going on. Now, Logan definitely looks stronger in this match.
I wonder if that's the choice of the map. That he's just more confident.
That might be it. But
I noticed he's using I'm going to call him the Lego block.
Oh yeah, the Lego block corners.
Yeah, where the slugs sit. He's using those to defend his hives, or he was until that bumbler wave came in and burst them.
Now, I do think this still doesn't look good for Logan.
It doesn't.
He has way less spawners than Cable 19.
Cable 19's just
and I think he's got this. Cable 19. It looks like only a couple more hits, and GG!
I don't think Cable 19 even crossed the midpoint of the match. He didn't have to. That was impressive.
Woo! Anyway, I'll be right back. I'll check that.
Doing some facilitating there. So yeah, I wasn't watching Cable the whole time, but it seems like he just stayed on the right side of the map the entire time, and he just let the spawners do everything. That's very defensive, and as a result, I think Logan never even got close to the enemy jar.
Okay, I'm back. So next, guys, we have looks like we have Shwoopy? Yeah, Shwoopy.
Shweppy?
Shweppy? Shweppy. We have Shweppy. So let me put this. I have to look up at the screen here. So look what we got.
You don't have to have the game, but if you do, it makes you a cool person.
Yes, it does make you a cool person. Like, objectively, it makes you cool.
Yeah.
So now we have Shweppy versus Nivlac 13. Place your bets down below. But actually, we're not betting. Sorry. This is a family game. No betting.
Oh, right. Only bug violence, nothing else.
Thank you, Ratos, for that purchase. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, that helps so much. I'm really excited that we're over halfway to our goal. I don't want to sound like the PBS fundraisers. I keep talking about the fundraising goal, but we're not going to pause the program. I'm not going to interrupt your animal show or anything. Don't worry.
Yeah, so Carson, it is our priority in the sequel to get online play working. That is like our number one top priority, and it's really hard to play if you have no one else to play with you. So that is our number one priority. We would like to get like a prototype up this year of that, so we'll try to get that up ASAP. That is our number one priority.
Yeah.
So those who don't know, Nivlac 13 is the champion of the previous tournament, and we got Nivlac as Team Jelly, and we got Shweppy as Team Peanut Butter. Shweppy has played this game multiple times. I know. I don't think I've ever seen him play, but he's also making his own game. I think I have to look up the name, and I can give it a shout out. I can't remember. But I do know that the game is basically Diddy Kong Racing. So if you guys ever played that, that is the thing to do. And look, oh no, he just didn't get those defenses out in time. He did not get those defenses out in time. Oh, I liked what he was doing there,
He
though.
can make a quick recovery, though.
Now what he's got to do is he's got to be offensive. He's got to attack it back.
He's got it. Oh, he's going for a toast.
Yeah, this is going to be
I
crazy.
don't know if that's the best play.
But no, his game looks really cool. So when I get it ready, I'll do it. Yeah, Rod toasted. I think I was third in the last tournament. I'm so sad I was not able to shoot for first year. I know, Rod toasted. You definitely would have been a contender. Like you definitely would have been. And like I think Rod Toast, you had a friendlies with the guy who got second, and you actually beat him. So you did really good. You had a hard bracket. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So here, Shreppy has his economy destroyed. Hopefully those hives protect him.
So Nivlak is just playing the long game. He's in no rush to go in and kill. He totally could, but knowing him, he likes to save up his money a little. He always likes to have a play in the pocket, be able to have something to send out in case of emergencies. So it looks like he's going to be building up his banks for a while. Interesting that nobody is going for the center bank area at all.
Yeah,
I mean, we have two very low-risk players who aren't really going to spend their own resources on that.
And I know what he needs to do is build some cannons, I think.
Yeah.
Shreppy needs to get some cannons down there.
Those ants were a good counter to the... Sorry, the flies were a good counter to the ants. That was a good play with the hives. I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah. It looks like Carson's going to head out, play some Fortnite, but he's going to leave the chat. So thanks for coming, Carson. And if you're done, we might still be on. But we appreciate everything. And yeah, it's nice having you there. And
hopefully we'll see you in a future tournament.
Hopefully we'll see you in a future tournament online. And if we can win online, that'd be ways where we can have more people.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
Because we actually we're doing some cash prizes, so that whoever wins this gets $100.
Yeah. And a cool little medallion that I 3D printed.
Yeah, cool 3D printed medallion of the captain. So yeah, so we definitely want to do more of these in the future. The more support we get, the more likely we're going to do them. So that's what's happening. I was kind of talking, I kind of wasn't paying attention. Looks like he's got a good defense going on, but he doesn't have as much land control as his opponent.
Nivlak is going for the middle. I think he's just swaggering right now. Saying, you know what, I'm going to build a light bulb in the middle of nowhere, defended by iron cannons.
Oh, Nivlak 13, like last time he did not use any spawners, but I did buff the spawners in this patch, so they're a lot stronger now. So he seems to be he's taking a liking to the spawners.
So the central area is open. Looks like nobody's going
Will he get it? I think he's going for it.
Yeah.
He's going for it, and that's like plus 30 banks right there.
Yeah.
So
even though he died in it, he's still haloed with green. He has the banks until somebody else touches that.
And if I was Shweppy, I would go for that middle.
Oh yeah, that's the only way to keep that from being a decisive advantage. It's open on the bottom as well, so he could go in from there. I don't know if he's...
That actually would be the best path to go. He does have a huge horde coming at him, but those cannons and those side crabs are really helping him.
Yeah.
And also those power bulbs help. They do double the fire rate of those cannons.
Yes, and the doubling does not stack. So right there we saw two power bulbs areas kind of overlap, which isn't necessarily a bad thing if you're out of space, but just so you know, it does not quadruple the cannon in the overlap area.
Now, I think one mistake that Shreppy's doing is he's building the ants to take out the iron cannons. And iron cannons, ants do very little damage to iron cannons. It helps keep them balanced, otherwise ants would be so good.
Yeah, I'd like to see more traps from him against the iron cannon.
He's using gas cannons.
Oh man.
He's using gas cannons, guys. Oh, no one uses gas cannons until now. What? It's the first time I'm seeing someone do an iron can. That's gas cannons besides me. What?
So, Black just has that decisive advantage, like we talked about from that central bank. He's up almost over $90,000 right now. And,
yeah, holy cow, he has so
struggling
much
to
money.
keep up on the money game.
It seems like he is this kind of swagger. He doesn't even need to build gas cannons there. What is
He
going on?
didn't just blow all of This money on gas cannons at his base.
I'm
So.
surprised. He's building excessive power bolts. What? Oh no!
He's going for the demoralizer.
This is why we need the surrender button. So
Yeah.
like the player can just be like, okay, you know what? I think I lost this. And let's just go to the next one.
Yeah.
Those ants are melting on the mini map. Yeah, they are. No, ants are immune to gas cannons.
They're not immune to lasers or flies or crabs, though.
So that's the thing. And I'm actually surprised he's Nivmak 13 is not using the crab in this match because he like that. But I think this is it, guys. I'm actually. Can we just talk about how well he has held off this attack?
Yeah, that's pretty impressive with all the spawners that are out.
Yeah.
Those crabs, well, so the crabs do splash damage, and I think that's a big part of why the fly waves are not very effective. You hit one fly and it kills all the flies around it.
Mm-hmm.
The crabs are very, very good.
No, actually, I can't remember. I know the splash damage affects buildings, but I can't remember if it affects troops.
It seems like it affects a little bit. It's
Maybe
not
it
a very
does,
wide
yeah.
radius, but I was noticing that some early before the tournament.
Oh, really? Yeah, so the side crabs are really good. Maybe the side crabs, it's kind of funny. In my tier list video, I put the side crabs at like C tier.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I might be wrong, guys. This tells you that game developers don't really know how things would be.
Especially in a game with so many combinations like that. There are over 4,000 combinations of unit choices. So, yeah, the meta is still unfolding for sure.
So our cannon's good. I've never believed it until now, but PB's holding them pretty well with it. Yeah, he is. Yeah, like, this, and that power bolt will help. But Team Jelly wins. That was pretty intense. This is pretty hard competition for Schweppy. Schweppy, I mean.
We saw heavy use of gas cannons and iron cannons from Niblack as well. Those are definitely
Niblack
good.
switched from gas cannons to side crabs.
Oh, interesting.
So side crabs do not get boosted by the power bolt. Something to keep in mind, but they are cheaper than the gas cannon.
Yeah.
And we'll have to see what's going to happen this match. It's going to be a tough match for sure.
So,
yeah.
The laser cannons are also another good one. If you'll remember, we saw Jay using those in the first match. They do not increase, the bulbs do not increase the range of cannons. They double the firing rate of cannons.
And looks like Schweppy is really thinking hard about this, what he wants to use. And I don't want to be too loud because I don't want to like give anything away. I don't know. The interesting thing is sometimes you can pick a good unit composition, but a lot of it does come down to skill. Like you could have the right skill composition, but you can outplay your player with the micro.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's something to keep in mind. And that's actually one great thing about this game too, that you can like, make something work with like you can like pick like quote unquote the worst units in the game. But hey, yeah. So like, do bulbs? Oh yeah, yes. You already answered that question.
Yeah, they do not change the range. You can also, I've noticed, pick 2 macros if you're very good at multitasking. Because everybody has the base units, you have some basic defense, offense, and then of course the banks. You can pick 2 units that play off of each other, and then 2 or 3 other units that play off of each other and not the first 2, and just kind of attack on 2 fronts. And then your opponent has to respond to 2 different metas. That really limits your options in a way, but I think we're going to see a lot of that develop too. Like with spawners and bulbs, and then crabs and cannons. They're not related to the bulbs necessarily around the spawners, but they're their own unique combo of defense.
Roto said tier lists don't matter if everyone is bad at the game. You know, that is so true. Because I remember when I was a kid looking at like Smash Brothers Brawl tier lists, I'm like, Meta Knight's top tier? What? I thought Meta Knight was so good. I'm like, he was super powerful. But the thing is, I wasn't that good at the game. I was good compared to my friends, but I was not good at the game.
Yeah.
As useful as they can be, but no one's playing it optimally. It won't be for years at least. Yeah, you're right. And you need lots of players. Honestly, I think even though this game is pretty simple, I actually think there's so many combinations. So it's going to be, it might be hard to find out what's optimal in this game.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's fun to theory craft at least, you know. In my tier list, I put like iron cannons #1. They're just really good at holding people off. Looks like we're going to Sino Solas. The world without a sun. So the lore for this game is that this is on a planet that there's no sun, but their source of light are these fireflies around. So this game holds so much depth. Yes, I try to make it like simple but depth at the same time, so anyone can pick it up. But like it's is a lot to learn. So let's see what he's doing. He's building some cannons in the front. That's good. I like that. He's selling all those defenses after the cannons are up, and he's putting the toast in the front. He does have that opening in the bottom, but I mean, he can see if someone's coming by then.
Yeah.
Depends if he can react quickly or not.
Okay, so he's completely sold the initial defenses, which is good. He's essentially expanded his initial defenses.
He's got the roar beetle queued, or he's not doing it. He's way back. I thought he was going to do a roar beetle, but in his building banks, actually, I think that's probably the smarter choice at this point.
Yeah.
Getting more banks up. Now those side crabs are crazy because once they're in range, they stop moving. And those laser cannons will help. They have so laser cannons have the same attack range as side crabs.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
So the thing is, though, like on paper they have the same length, but I guess like the way the AI aiming works, the spoon, it could attack further.
Okay.
But
maybe because the spoon is longer and has its own length.
But the thing is, the spoon will aim towards whatever's closest to the crab itself. Before it wasn't like that, but I did that to make it not as dumb.
Yeah.
AI. What were you saying, Michael?
So Shruppy just placed some hives and then had some great reflexes, putting up some toast to protect them.
That's
it's interesting
good.
that he's going for toast instead of bread. Toast is a higher defense. I don't know if I would make that choice in that situation, but it is working out for him, so that's great.
Oh, he's got the power bulbs there. That's good. And this actually might be a good map. If you're comfortable with this map, this might be a good pick because so many people are not comfortable with this map.
Mm-hmm. It lacks the symmetry of other maps. The lanes are different widths. It seems like
It actually is symmetrical diagonally.
Yeah, it's diagonally symmetrical.
But that's kind of weird, right? Yeah. Oh, he's getting that opening in the top of Peanut Butter's base. Right now, it's kind of hard to say. I don't know who has a bigger economy. It looks like Shruppy has a lot of money. And the beetle was an excellent choice. The beetle was an excellent choice.
Just swept into those hives.
Oh, but he does have a lot of the things attacking him. But that power bulb is helping. Oh, no! Oh!
That's 2 out of 3.
Attacking from the front. Oh, no!
Ouch.
Team Jelly wins. Oh,
interesting
no.
that we haven't seen many gnomes.
Yeah, it is pretty interesting. I think Nivlac13 told me before, like, well, it was fun using gnomes while it lasted or something like that, so maybe it'll be the death of the gnomes.
Yeah.
But
Gnomes,
dang.
Gnomes make me uncomfortable. They're obviously fun to play with, but I just blow myself up so much.
Okay. Let's see, guys. Okay, so we got... Oh, that's because I have it up. Nivlac versus Cable 19 next. There we go.
I'm going to grab some water. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
so Michael's going to go grab some water, guys.
Announce it to the
We're going to do, I think... I'm not sure. Okay. Actually, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to put this on hold. I'm going to let you guys look at this, but I'll be right back in a moment. Yep, I'm putting it. So let me know if it's got an echo. Let me know if it's still got an echo, Ratos. Thanks for coming on. We're just getting everything set up. Here's the tournament bracket. How is the volume? When the gameplay starts, we'll do a sound test first before we actually start for real. Okay, game music is balanced well with my voice. Awesome. This is awesome. Okay, so we're gonna get started. We'll do like a quick practice thing. We'll make sure to get everyone up. Let me do a couple more setups real quick. Okay. might divide this all into videos afterwards. I'm going to... Perfect. Raw Toast was actually in the previous tournament, but he was unable to make it today. Okay, I'm back, guys. And so what we're going to do is... I don't think you can see my mouse, but maybe you can see what I've selected on Excel. We're going to have Reader and Sandwich Killer next, Logan and Schweppy, and then we're going to go all the way back up, and then we're going to go down. So we're going to alternate between winners and losers.
Yep.
So we're going to check. So Carson's back on, I think. And I'm a Zerg, so I like the idea of gnomes, LOL. Banelings, Banelings, Banelings. Oh yeah, Banelings, Banelings, Banelings. Oh, is it copyrighted? No.
Don't sue us.
Yep. Please don't copyright us, YouTube. Is someone playing at the beginning of the stream? I don't know what you mean by that. Is someone playing at the beginning of the stream? It's being picked up? I have no clue. Yeah, gnomes will make a comeback. Gnomes are pretty powerful. Like, you just gotta be smart when you use them because you can easily blow yourself up. So I don't know, like, for those who don't know, I'm Adam Common. If someone's on here that doesn't know how to play the game, I don't think there is anyone, but I did make a how to play video that kind of breaks down every unit. That's on YouTube.
That's one of the most recent videos on the channel. Just go ahead and click the name and it should be up there at the top.
And you can also go in that tier list video. It's kind of long, so I don't expect you to watch the whole thing. But you can just tell me how much my tier list sucks. And it's like, you don't know your own game?
Yeah.
Just tell me how wrong I am? So I would love that. So yeah, once Sandwich Killer is ready, I think we'll begin. Looks like we got Sandwich Killer as Team Jelly and Reader as Team Peanut Butter. I'm going to go back up. The terrifying Sandwich Killer versus the Reader. He reads. He's going to read you like a book. That's why it's called the Reader.
So we've got Reader on Peanut Butter, is that right?
Reader on Peanut Butter and
Sandwich Killer on Jelly.
Sandwich Killer on Jelly. So place your bets down below. Or will Reader be killed like a sandwich? I don't know. The audio from the start of the stream is coming through.
That's weird.
Oh.
Is it up there?
I know why it's coming through. It's because I accidentally pressed play. Sorry, guys.
Thanks for that.
Sorry about that. I'm glad we caught that now. Okay, yeah. Sorry, guys. We're back through. They could hear the beginning of the stream.
Whoops. Okay, so we have Reader on the left.
Actually, I'm going to click on one more thing, guys. Hold on one second.
Oh.
I'm just going to, in case if I click it again, I just put it on silent in case it comes up again.
Mute that.
Thanks for catching that, Raw Toast. I have it up on my thing and I had it paused for the longest time.
Yeah.
I must have accidentally activated it.
Do we not see the comments here? We can figure it out later, whatever.
Yeah, we have it up so I can see the comments.
Yeah.
So it happens, yeah. This is my first time streaming, guys, so pretty proud of myself, you know?
Yeah.
Pretty proud, yeah.
We're going to be famous on Twitch.
We're going to be famous in Logan.
Yes.
Utah is where we are, in Logan, Utah right now.
We've had a few people pop their heads in and see what's going on, so maybe we'll get some purchases.
So if you guys live near Logan, Utah, you guys can totally come compete until we get online play, which we would like to get that by the end of the year. So looks like I did see Reader was practicing before this.
Oh, yes, he was. He was playing friendlies with Stingray, actually.
Yeah, he was. And looks like Sandwich Killer's got the early hive, which is definitely been a popular strat this tournament, and that is a beautiful place to put the cannons.
Yes, right.
I just want to say that's like a work of art. Look at that.
Nice.
Yeah. But now there is a UFO egg in the field, so we got to see how that reacts. Now the best bet against the UFO eggs are probably the laser cannons, which are defended by bread.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens, how Sandwich Killer reacts, because that UFO is very powerful.
I mean, the best defense against the egg is ants, or anything that can smash the egg. Just rush in there and break it before it opens up. I don't think we're going to see Sandwich Killer attempt that, though. It looks like she's focusing on defense still.
And she's got the laser cannon, so maybe she heard me? I don't know. But so it looks like so it seems like Reader's still doing the We'll call this the ultra macro.
Yeah.
Ultra macro. You like that? Is that a good name for this?
Yeah.
Ultra macro.
Spawner.
These are all the spawners UFO with power bulb.
Yeah.
That means you're really going to have to defend, rely on your cannon for rushes, but no one's rushing right now, so...
Yeah, I feel like Rita would be very vulnerable to a rush at this time. And Sandwich Killer is in a decent position to do that with the defense that she's built up. She can risk leaving the base a little bit. But that right side could be opened up pretty easily with that UFO hatching, so we'll see how that happens.
Real quick, guys, I want to ask, how is the volume of the game, guys? Can you hear the background music? I can't hear too well, but let me know if you can hear it. Unless if it's fine, if it's perfect, just give me a thumbs up or down. Ultra Macro is good, but it requires more banks to be sustainable. Yes, I agree, Rotos.
Yeah, because if you break a bulb early on and you don't have the banks to recoup, then you're just sitting down.
And Sandwich Killer is building up a little bit more economy. Now, while I do like the defense of laser cannons, I do think the cannons won't scale up as well up with the spawners.
Yeah.
And I did that on purpose because otherwise you get games that last forever.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So the offense is always going to have a little bit more of an advantage. But it is good to place them there because Reader is using a lot of UFOs. But it seems like the counter against Sandwich Killer is like basically the macros. But she's been going against 2 macro players. But she's doing a lot better this time. She has a lot of money. Holy cow. That has a lot of money. So I think she's building more piggy banks. Hopefully it's not too late. Hopefully it's not too late.
So she's lost the wall on her right side. I wonder if she's seen that.
And there's a lot of splares coming through. There are some splares coming from the right. She's going to the right. So that's good. She's coming there.
Slower spawn building really started to pay off right now, especially on that right side. It looks like he's kind of camping there, just making more spawners and salting banks. He doesn't even need walls around the banks.
But all she needs is like some ants. She just ran across the right, dodged it.
Yeah.
And like that might be it, guys. Holy cow, how is the dance? Are they going to get through? Are they going to get through? There's a fly backing up. I can't really see what's happening. I can look at the map. I don't think that much got destroyed. But
yeah, the ants they're taking out some splares. But I don't think I'm seeing many buildings get destroyed by them. It's hard because Reader's doing a good job of hiding his camera, which is a really good strategy against his opponent. It really holds out against that screen peeking we were talking about.
This is comments from Ratos. Volume is fine, but if it has any louder, the sound effects will overwhelm your voices. And wow, we got Sandwich Killer 1, Team Jelly. And then we still have another one, so we're going to see what happens after this. And then Ratos also said slow response, but she's fine because of her initial defense. Yeah, so she did build more banks and she built more defenses. And that was a good fight on both sides. Would you agree?
I think so. Yeah, we saw Reader using the full breadth of his unit selections early on. He was really focusing on getting a variety of that rock paper scissors element from the spawners and powering it up with the bulbs. He could have used more UFOs late game instead of a lot of smaller unit spawners, I think. That's what I would do, but I'm biased toward UFOs. I just really like them. And we also saw Sandwich Killer not really using the iron cannons much. I'd like to see that a little more.
The iron cannons are super good. But honestly, the iron cannons probably weren't... They're better if you're rushing, I think.
Oh, sure.
Or if they have using a lot of ants, and he was using a lot of splares.
Yeah.
But they can't stop splares, but they're okay against splares. They're fine. They stop them, so... She did have a lot of UFOs, and iron cannons really aren't the best against UFOs unless if you place them right in front.
Yeah.
Because the UFOs outrange the iron cannons.
So maybe it was just an unnecessary pick. It's interesting that she didn't change it out.
Yeah. She's getting the early hive. That's like a really common strategy I noticed, the early hives.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting when you buff things. Like I buffed the spawners, and now everyone's using them. That's what happens when you buff things, I guess. Now the question is, did I buff the spawners too much?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, because they're still one hit kill. They have no hit. They have 1 hit point. That's it. So
now
it just takes a little more awareness and screen peeking.
Yeah. Rato says, I do not like these bread walls personally. I don't know which side we're talking about, but yeah, the bread walls like by themselves don't really do anything. But if there's stuff behind, they do slow things down. But like that's all they do. They slow them down. They don't really cause any pressure, and I mean, it can buy you some time. They can make good shields, but it depends. Like I mean, at the very least, it gets on the peanut butter side. They are preventing the spawners from dying too easily.
Yeah.
Now, at this stage, who do you think is a favorable matchup at this point?
I'm leaning towards Sandwich Killer again just because of the land grab. She's taken a lot more in the south lane. But economy-wise, I don't know. Their income rate is kind of close right now.
It is
Sandwich
pretty
Killer's
close.
saved up a little more, though.
And Rotos was saying, he was talking about Jelly, apparently. Jelly put a bunch of bread in the middle.
Yeah.
And you know, like,
Yeah,
I wonder if she was expecting UFOs to come.
yeah.
That might have been what happened. And
Bread will hold UFOs for a while until they can
yes,
destroy it.
they will do nothing against Splairs, though. And holy cow, there's a lot of Splairs coming. What she's going to need to build some ants, but she doesn't have a lot of money. Actually, looking at the banks now, definitely Reader has more economy.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, looking at it. Like, unless it's like definitely has more economy.
So nobody's going for the center bank again. We just have strong defense versus strong defense.
Now, I wonder, hopefully Sandwich Killer knows that the Powerball does not boost the piggy banks. They don't boost the production. Otherwise, it would be too good.
Looks like we did have the tombstones break a little in the map. We have maybe an ant or something. Doing some bad finding in there. That's a feature. We've made the ants kind of stupid.
Yeah, they kind of are stupid. I mean, they're ants, so...
They're stupid.
And
They're
looks
ants.
like that bread in the middle didn't really pay off, and I think Reader is going to take this game. Is this our first? That's out of 3?
That was the second out of 3.
Yes.
It's 1-1 now.
Team Peanut Butter wins! GG!
Not quite GG. It's tied now.
Oh, but I mean like GG for that match.
G match.
Oh, GR? GM?
Good round. I don't know. Good
Oh,
match.
GR, good round?
Sure. Good time.
Good time? GT? GTS?
GTA.
No, GTA, that's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
When I say what is GTS? I don't even know what GTS. What did I say?
Grand Theft Shoes.
Grand Chef.
I don't know. That's
Here, give me your shoes, man.
Yeah. My friends and I did a little storyboard for a game called Grand Theft Shoes in
That's
junior
pretty
high.
funny. Well,
It's
but
just
this is our
GTA,
first
but-
time that someone didn't 2-0 someone, right?
That's true. Yeah.
I think it's the first time this happened in this tournament. So we got a set going on here, guys.
This is nice.
This is going to be intense. So who's going to win? I don't know. So this is what Rato said. Center bank in this map is a lot for new and experienced players to keep in mind.
It's true.
Yes, that's true. But if you can remember it, it's super good. It can really boost. Like whoever gets
Yes.
that medal basically wins.
You also have to not get fixated on it. I like to pick this map just because I love the center bank, but then I'll go try to break down the north and lose the south lane without noticing or silly things like that.
Yeah. Here we go. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. Wait.
So Sandwich Killer made a lot of unit changes this time. Are those exactly the same?
Those are exactly the same.
Oh yeah, I noticed they're switching things around.
I think they were all doing the same thing. So, I kind of like it that people rely on selling builds at the beginning, because one of my least favorite things about some RTS games is it's the slow startup.
Yeah.
I like being able to bypass that. It also creates more options and choices at the beginning.
Yeah. I know in some RTSs it feels like you do the same thing every single game.
Yep.
Make your little gatherer, send the gatherer to do the thing, wait 5 minutes, and then you can actually play. It's a little silly.
And that still kind of happens in this game, but it does go by a lot faster.
And you have at least 3 options. You can not sell anything and just slowly build up. You can sell everything and
Build
build
banks.
banks faster, or you can sell everything and rush.
Yep.
I'm sure there's
There's even a fourth
bunch of
option:
options in between.
sell everything and build spawners.
Yep.
And a fifth option: sell everything and do a UFO.
Sell everything.
The UFO rush, remember that, Michael? Yeah, we did a friendlies match. I don't think I put that up on YouTube.
Yeah, I think we forgot to stop the recording.
Oh yeah,
So
we
it
did.
was like an hour long, or let's just
I
chat
mean, I
about
can always
the
trim it,
sequel.
right? Anyway, it looks like we got the. I do think Reader could have put that UFO in the radius of the Powerball, but it would have made it come out twice as fast.
I don't know if he needs that, though.
But it might. I don't know.
Looks like
Maybe he wants to
use the
time it
space.
differently. I don't know. Is there ever a time you want them to come out later?
I think he wants to use the space in the power bulb for spawners, too.
Gotcha.
Which might be wise this early on. A single UFO at the beginning is kind of a waste of money, I think, just because it's going to get overwhelmed by the default defenses. But if you can get a group of UFOs or a UFO behind a wave of spawned objects like he's doing now, that can pay off.
So Rato says, "Rar beetles." Rar beetles. I like that nickname. Rar beetles are a good rush strat.
Oh, they
or they
absolutely
give
are.
away, or they were the last turning. Honestly, I still think they are a really good strat. We just haven't seen them as much, especially when paired with gnomes.
Yeah.
It is a very expensive rush strat, but Rar beetles just have so much health.
8,000 per beetle, but they are worth it. They can tank. They're held up usually by bread and some of the basic cheap defenses. But yeah, if you pair that with gnomes or even with ants, they do pretty well.
Yeah. And it looks like Reader is doing overwhelming Sandwich Killer's front defenses, which is crazy. This is the ultra macro strat. Will Sandwich Killer make it out of this?
I think she could. She's
could.
using that power bolt pretty well.
Does she have laser cannons up front?
She does. She's got some.
So that will help her.
Yeah, she's got some boosted cannons.
But there's so many troops coming. This actually reminds me a lot of the first tournament.
Yeah.
The first tournament had way more spawners. The second one had like no spawners. So now we're seeing spawners again.
So in the first tournament, the hive mind was pretty new and novel. I remember that was patched in a couple weeks before.
But no one's using it now.
Yeah.
Too much of an investment. And it looks like the game's going to Reader, guys. Dang. That was intense. Reader is coming up. Team Peanut Butter wins.
That was anybody's game until they broke through the choke point, I think. Until Reader broke through and kept up that spawn wave and placed that second UFO egg in his second set of eggs. That was pretty good. So this little stats screen at the end, it's been suggested that we replace it with a graph, kind of like at the end of a Civilization game, Civ 6 or 5 if you played that. I think I kind of like that idea. We might play around with that in the sequel.
Yeah, give us more feedback from the sequel, guys. Okay, so we got Reader.
PB had too much of a mix to deal with cleanly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the ultimate macro just gets all of the units in your face. You can't rock, paper, scissors all of them at once. You have to build up a really good defense and be taking out their spawners, or it's just going to overwhelm you.
You have to be... People need to rush more, I think.
Yeah.
Is the biggest thing. So we got Logan and Schweppy next. I hate to say goodbye to these players. Like everyone's, like some of these people, like it's their first time competing in a tournament. So that will be interesting.
Hopefully they'll enjoy the pizza and the drinks.
They got pizza and drinks.
Go play some friendlies matches on the friendlies setup we have.
We also got some players who are on campus right now, on university campus, and we got some students that are interested. So glad we're getting some more representation. They liked it a lot. Yeah.
We'll see if they join the Discord, maybe buy the game.
Mm-hmm. And looks like we got, so Shreppy is going to be Team Jelly, and Logan is Team Peanut Butter. And it looks like Logan's he's got the Iron Cannon, that's a good defense. He's got the macro of the hives and the portal. I personally think the Anthill is the worst spawner.
I agree. Yeah, it's double the price of the hive, and ants are not really double the power of the flies. Ants in huge waves are awesome, but on their own, just trickling out, it's not so great.
The funny thing is, I think ants are the strongest out of the three. But I think they're best used in a micro situation than a macro. I'm not saying you can't make the anthill work, but I feel like it might be more optimal to go just pure ants than anthills.
Yeah. I associate this game with the taste of Little Caesars. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, that's because every tournament we have Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so we got the Giants Globe again. It seems to be a very popular map. Yeah. No one has done the Cosmic Terra map yet. Everyone hates that map.
I like it.
It looks like Shreppy's selling everything. He's gonna salt.
He's got 22 grand and he's rushing it with ants.
Oh no!
Is this gonna work?
Oh no! Is it gonna work?
Wow!
Oh no!
I don't think it'll work. It's gonna be.
Oh no! Now he has nothing.
Oh man!
Oh no!
That did some damage. The jar does not regenerate, so that is gonna be an advantage in the end if he can keep up with defense enough to stay alive.
Is he gonna survive? Is he gonna survive? He needs to get some cannons out there.
He doesn't have the money for it. He sold his bank.
And his hives his hype. Did he sell his bank so he can
He
survive?
sold his banks to send out
Dude,
some
500
That's
IQ play right there.
So monetarily, it's never worth it to sell your banks. They always make money
Oh no.
constantly.
He needs to
But
go cannon.
if it's sell your bank or lose the match, then sure, sell your bank, I guess.
Oh no, I think he was trying to hit the cannon.
Yeah, that was a misclick.
He's trying to get the cannon. Oh no.
Oh,
I think he was hitting the wrong button.
That aggressive
Oh
rush.
no. Oh.
Too bold at the first. That came back to bite him.
Dude, that was hype. Yeah, put hype in the chat. Put hype. Sorry if I'm loud. Sorry. If I'm too, I get really loud when I'm excited. So, dang. Yeah, I think he was misclicking there. He was trying to get some cannons out, but he kept on hitting the hive. And when you're under the stress, it's hard.
Oh, man.
And I'm wondering in the sequel if we shouldn't have like the swap. Like in this one, you hit the triggers to swap. I wonder if we should just have you could have the option to put like press A to build this, B to do this, and then if you hold R and then press A, it's a different thing.
Yeah, assign a unit to each face button.
Yeah, I think that might be good for pro players. We can have both options.
Yeah.
So
That
I don't
wouldn't
know.
be too hard to implement. We should do that.
That was an incredible match. Peanut butter was so close. That was a risk. No, that's right. Not peanut butter. Jelly was really close.
It only lasted about 60 seconds.
Dang, that was good. Now I wonder what he's going to do this time. I'm glad we saw a rush strat because they're super exciting. And that's
Who's playing?
so it's Logan's on the left, and then Nivlak 13. Sorry, not Nivlak. Shreppy's on the right.
Okay. That first match went so quick, I just realized I don't even know the player's name.
Yeah, so this will be interesting. We'll see who makes it. And now he's building a hive in the middle, and these are very good iron cannon placements. That way you can really just claim all that space. Everything behind him is really good.
Yeah, he's going to the foreground, which is important on this map. The middle ground, excuse me, because you can't get. So other maps have lanes that they have 3 lanes that join the 2 doors. So this one really only has the center lane with little branches, but you can't get to the branches unless you get through the middle. So whoever owns the middle has a really good territory advantage in the beginning.
No, for sure. And I like it that he put the cannons behind. There's those 2 side bridges on the side, right in the bottom. Mm-hmm. He put them behind it, so that way he has to get past the line of cannons. He can't swing behind from the back.
So peanut butter just stuck in the right lane.
Oh, that's gonna cause a lot of problems. Will those ants get him? Ants got it.
Oh, that was quick. Ants made quick work of that crustacean.
See, ants are crazy because they're super glass cannons, so they can get wrecked by side crabs, but if they get to them, then the side crabs get wrecked. So Ratos, I can't believe how good Jelly is for making creative plays here. Yeah, he's been really creative. Unfortunately, though, I think the creativity might have got to him. Is he hitting the wrong button again? I wonder. Oh no, I think he got. Or maybe it was just the GG button. And GG, Team Peanut Butter wins. Wow, that was crazy. Dang, I'll be right back. I'm gonna let you talk to the people.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, good job.
That was quick. I think the quickest matches, the only other quick matches I've seen are at the end of the last tournament, where somebody established a strategy that, I won't spoil it for you if you haven't seen it, but they really mastered rushing. And the other team was not expecting that. And I think that kind of happened again. Establish the middle control, and then slowly build up a strong offense and use it all at once. That was great. So next up we have, let's switch windows here and see. So we just had Logan and Schwepp, and we're gonna do Jay and Stingray next, I think. Yep, you gotta go get set up? Okay, sounds good. The screen just blacked out a little, that was weird. Hopefully you didn't see that on the stream. So, yeah, the side crab. I'm surprised it didn't play more of a role in that match. I think Jelly just ran out of money too fast. Maybe didn't choose the right reaction to that center control. So right now we have Stingray and Jay getting set up. We're actually going to take a small break for just a minute. I need to step away for a few seconds to respond to something. We'll be right back.
Okay, Adam's here. Huge Jelly fan. What a player. Yeah, I told him. Everyone in the chat, Ratos was a huge fan of Jelly. That I think there's a lot of potential in the future there.
Pick some weird build for us. Yeah.
And who's playing now? We got. Oh, is this a friendlies?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to do a friendlies. Josh, Stingray and Jay went to the mat.
Oh, okay. So it looks like some of our players in the bathroom. So this is a friendlies. So Michael's actually playing on the left, and Calvin's on the right. So this is just a friendlies match, guys. Since it's friendlies, I'm going to be extra brutal in my commentary. Well, Hive Minds with the ants are really good. So anyway, this is going to be hard because I'm talking by myself now. So anyway, okay. I don't know how much you guys can hear people in the background chat, but Ratos wanted to see Michael anyway. So it looks like Michael's selling a bunch of his buildings. I think it's kind of popular to build like the side parts, but not the front. And he's got the iron cannons in front. Yeah, he does play interestingly. There's a lot of interesting strategies in this game. It's really fun to see. We got the ants coming. And you got some cannons on the side. I don't know how I feel about those cannon placements, but I guess they don't hurt. And we got the power bulb. So actually, I was talking to some of the people, so Sandwich Killer and Shweppy. And I guess Shweppy didn't know that the ants couldn't hurt the flies. So that's why we saw him do all those. But now he knows it doesn't work. And also, Sandwich Killer thought that power bulbs boosted up the piggy banks, and they don't. So if they ever compete again, they will definitely have that knowledge going further. And those gnomes are coming. We're seeing the return of the gnomes, guys. This is what you wanted, right? So we got Julie Norman, right as Kelvin, but not sure about the left. Yeah, Nivlac 13 is definitely the right. Michael is on the left. Yes. And Michael's helping me develop the sequel of the game. And yeah, this is going to be pretty intense. Now, we got Nivlac 13 placing these power bulbs here, boosting up those cannons. It's really interesting to see Nivlac 13 really playing a completely different game than he did in the first tournament. Like in the first tournament, not the first, I meant the second tournament. Nivlac 13 went way more, did no spawners, no power bulbs. He had the ants, blares, iron cannon, gnomes, and beetles, and that was a deadly combination. But now he seems like he's doing more variety, so maybe I made the game more balanced. But yeah, gnome time in the chat. Let's see if he does any gnome plays. And looks like Michael's getting a sneak attack in the back, but there's an iron cannon, and so that ant attack didn't really do anything. Yeah, running, and Rato says, ooh, that's so interesting. He is rushing down the sides. Yes, in this map, there's a lot of different angles you can come at to attack your opponent. So you really have to make sure you're watching everything. This map makes it a little bit tricky to get through everything. And it looks like he's going to place the iron cannons. But that cannon saved Michael. If he would have placed an iron cannon there, that would have been game over. In fact, that iron cannon is still doing damage. And is that a gnome coming? Oh, the gnome is attacking down below. You can't see it, but I think Nivlac 13's got this. And that was just like a gnome reaction down there. Too bad we couldn't find that in the footage. Oh my gosh. Team Jelly, well, that was a friendlies. Those was pretty fun friendlies. But And looks like we got Stingray is back, baby.
You can play friends with someone else.
Oh, who are we waiting for?
We're waiting
Oh, Jay's coming. That's right, guys. So we have. Let's just look at the bracket, the things real quick. There we go. So it looks like we got. Let me actually. I need to update this actually. Ooh. So we got. Logan is here, and the Sweppy fought hard. So now we got Jay and Stingray up next. We're waiting for Jay to come. Oh, she's here. So we're gonna start it. Bring on the hype. Yeah, the gnome reaction is awesome, LOL. Yeah, it is pretty awesome.
In my defense, that was the worst combination. The hive minds are not doing anything.
Yeah.
Niblack's just good too.
I think in the sequel, we're probably gonna get rid of the hive mind, but like keep its effect. We're probably gonna make the hive mind a troop.
Yeah.
Like a decently powerful troop that also acts as a hive mind.
Yeah.
So that way we're not getting rid of that functionality in the game, but we're adding something new to it.
And it doesn't take up so much real estate.
Yeah, and I actually kind of like that idea of combining things.
Yeah.
So we got Jay is Team Jelly, right? And then Stingray is Team Peanut Butter. And looks like he's going the classic trio. I can hear myself in the background. Someone's watching me.
Oh, you're famous.
I'm on the internet. I'm on the TV.
On TV.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. The new Hive Vine would be super cool. I'm down for it. Yeah, Ratos likes that idea. That's awesome. So we got Stingray in the last one. He looks like he's doing the classic. It's interesting. He's got no spawners, but the power bulb selected.
Yeah.
I wonder if he'll. I mean, this still helps the cannons.
Yes, it does. The default cannons even. The power bolt might be worth it just for
No.
that. With an iron cannon, okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about that personally, but we'll see how it plays out.
The bolt with iron cannons is something powerful we've seen. The iron cannon with double the fire rate is terrifying, honestly.
That is true. The only thing is that like it's you have to like switch back and forth.
Yep.
And in the heat of the moment, you can't rely on that power bulb. And it looks like we're getting the rush.
Oh, with the
no! Oh, and he's distracting the
and a
ants.
counter rush instead of a defense.
Oh, and he's building he's building the flight. Dang!
Oh,
Holy cow!
wow.
Stingray's doing really good.
That
was insane. What? Guys, King's Kitchen is the rush stage. If someone like picks the King's Kitchen, you're probably going to get rushed.
I've got goosebumps now.
Like that was
scary.
it might be best not to sell your buildings in King's Kitchen.
It might be the caffeine, but I'm feeling it right now.
That was incredible. Now there's not too much happening right now, but like since he didn't pick any spawners, he really does have to take the offense.
Yes, he does. Yeah, he did so well with those flares. That did about half damage to the jar. Oh, and there again.
Oh, that ant! Oh, she should get more ants.
Oh, that
She
ant
does not
was-
have that much economy.
That ant was a lifesaver.
Oh,
Yeah,
there's
her
another
pigs got wiped out early by that first
coming.
rush. That hurts. I think she needs to make a counter while Stingray's defense is so low. But that little tiny flare is all it took.
This game happens so fast, it's hard to commentate.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're
snap.
dealing with the consequences of the rush. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. If you don't counter rush immediately, then yeah,
Yep.
you're susceptible to another rush if you've lost your banks.
I do think. Yeah, I don't know what. I do think there's something she could have done, but you kind of have to counter rush.
Yeah.
Or
yeah.
you have to like not sell your buildings.
Yeah, so you either counter rush or you always have a little bit of money in reserve, so you can counter rush and build up your buildings.
That was so one-sided. I can't believe it. Yeah, no. And Stingray was his username was Josh in the last tournament. So if you look back, he's improved a lot.
He has.
And these
He's
people-
been practicing with anticipation for this. He really wants that cash prize.
And honestly, he was playing earlier today. And he's playing a lot better now than he was earlier today. I don't know. Maybe he was practicing and he's got the rush. Oh, he's doing the rush.
Jay's
Okay.
putting out banks.
Jay
I don't know if she's
needs
gonna
to
fall
build
that
some
same.
ants.
She's going for a blind counter rush.
Where's
no,
she?
Peanut Butter's running back. Okay.
She's like temporarily doing that. Will she get the ants? Yeah, the ants help.
Okay,
Now
okay.
she needs to defend.
That jar is on its
Oh
last
no,
leg.
no, 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 no. No!
So, oh man.
I was seeing that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
She was going for
The
the hive.
upset, guys.
She was going for a hive in the bulb, which was actually a very
Holy
good
cow.
counter if the placement would have been right. Because flies will attack ants if the ants are attacking the jar, right?
Oh, yeah,
flies
they
will actually
will.
stop and say no. Every unit prioritizes the jar's safety over everything else. So that was a very good counter. She just was so off on the joysticks there. That was so close.
Guys,
Wow. Very good play
Stingray
from both
lost to
players.
Jay in the last tournament, but she can still make a comeback, guys. She's not done.
That's her first loss, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah, so she's actually going to go against Logan next.
Yeah. That's true. She could still get
cow.
first even.
Wow, that was the upset. I was actually kind of betting my money on Jay
Yeah.
from the previous tournament.
Stingray has definitely been practicing.
I feel like my commentary was basically just saying ooh, ah, ooh. Let's see what the comments say. Cause I haven't the comment section said because I haven't been looking at it. The chat. That is
Most
4 great
expected
games in a
Jelly to
row.
take
Yep.
this.
What, that's Josh. That's insane. Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
He's so much better now. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I honestly expected Jelly to take this easily. Yeah, me too. And especially with that setup.
And with the unit selection, I feel like Jelly kind of had it because she picked a more offensive, but she just didn't have time to deploy it with that quick splayer rush. I don't know that we've seen splares used in a rush that way.
I actually kind of showed that when I
Oh,
was,
so you cheated.
but like, maybe I did cheat.
Nah,
So we got Cable
that's
19 as Team Peanut Butter and Nivlac 13 as Team Jelly. So I know Cable 19 has actually been looking forward to this for a while, and Cable 19 has been practicing. So we'll see how this goes. But Nivlac 13 is a really good adaptable player, and like we're going to Bella Vista, guys, with the dancing slugs. This is our first time. No, that's not our first time in Bella Vista, is it?
Second, I think.
Second, okay.
Yeah, we saw Logan here use
Yeah, Tearless and Vegas.
Holy
Holy cow.
He was going for an iron cannon right by the jar. That would have been excellent against anything that will congregate right there will be just blown to bits by the iron cannon.
So it looks like Cable 19 as Team Peanut Butter on the left is building some piggy banks there.
Selling a little bit to get some economy. That's probably wise. It adds a little more risk, but he really needs the banks right now.
And now Nivlac 13 is already getting some hives set up. The Iron Cannon is a good call here, says Raw Toast in the chat. Yes. Where is the Iron Cannon? I actually kind of missed that.
There are 2 in the front lines there. Yeah.
Oh, that is a good call. Yeah, I
And then one
agree.
got destroyed, but he placed 2. And that really helped.
But it's like in a good, perfect spot where a lot of troops are going to go past. Now, it seems like I do know that Cable 19 likes the hive strat a lot. Some of his hives were getting destroyed, so we're going to see a lot of flies in this match. I wonder how Ants will play. Ants might not be the best pick. Now I do. Spoon's going through there. So
Nivlac's got a single crab up there wiping
Now-
out all the hives. That hurts.
now I think the best bet against these. Oh, doing a back rush.
He opened up a wall there.
Oh, is he going to sneak in there?
He could. We've got 2 iron cannons fighting.
I think the best bet against the Psycrabs are going to be the Bumblers because they have a little bit more HP. They can take more hits.
People had some saving bills up to about 11,000 and he chose to spend it on banks. The defenses are a little good right now. I wonder if that'll pay off.
Oh, that Psycrab is right behind those Iron Cannons. The perfect spot for it to be. Now, this is going to be hard. I think Cable 19 does have a bigger economy right now.
Yes, it does.
So if he can just make the most out of this,
If he can find the right balance between bank building and rushing, I think he's got this.
definitely.
Putting down some spawners, which may be that balance.
Oh, and they've got the Powerball there. That's good. Oh, I
went
wonder
to
who will
counter
win
that.
that. I wonder who will win that. Now, interestingly enough, the Iron Cannons they do auto heal themselves. So that is something interesting. Now we do have Bumblers coming in. Bumblers are very powerful in large groups. So each Stinger does 5 damage, which like most things in this game do 1 damage. So like think about like their Stingers like do 5 times the amount of damage as flies do. So they're very powerful.
Bumblers
Oh,
are pretty
Michael, we need you to come a little closer. You can't hear you.
Oh, okay, thank you, yeah. So he's got... Cable 19 is just sprinkling the cannons, which is a real estate grab, but the cannons do not have a lot of hit points. So you really need to watch the mini-map if that's your strategy. It can be very, very effective, as we've seen.
Guys,
You need to know when your wall's broken in that case.
it looks like Cable 19's winning.
I think so. He's got a much stronger
Holy cow!
He's got Nivlak on a hard defense.
Holy
with
cow, those bumblers, man. Everyone's sleeping on the bumblers.
Bumblers
And
versus
he's-
Iron Cannon.
And as
Great
he's
match.
attacking, he's building more and more hives. And Rotros is saying he needs to follow up and immediately go into offense. I think this is the offense we're seeing.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful game done by Cable 19. And dang, this is Nivlak 13, guys, remember. He's like previous winner of the last tournament. And we're seeing a lot of improvements.
Cable is cycling between offense and cannons and spawners.
Whoa.
That was a really good balance there.
Team Peanut Butter wins. Holy cow, guys. Is this the upset?
It was a great comeback from Peanut Butter,
Is
absolutely.
this the upset?
It could be.
Now, can you hear Michael better in the chat? Let us know if you can hear him or not. I can back up a bit if I'm overpowering him. I have a loud voice, so. Rato says, this is a great comeback from Peanut Butter. Just thinking about this game, how this game started. Yeah, I know. Like, it was very risky. I was kind of scared there for Peanut Butter because he was getting... There was a lot of pressure, but he kept his cool. He kept on building banks, and then he picked the perfect time to attack back.
Yeah.
And he really used those bumblers to his advantage.
His response to that initial rush was key. He placed 2 iron cannons in very key positions, and that allowed him to spring back without getting his banks destroyed.
Oh, Nivlak 13 picked the stage, and he picked, of course, Giant's Globe. This is his favorite stage. Oh, this is Cable 19's pick? Wait. You're Peanut Butter, right? Okay. Oh, I think the loser was supposed to... Oh, whatever. I guess people are filling the rules.
Oh, well.
Well, that's an interesting hitbox. I guess it's counting that... That was weird. Oh, looks like Nivlak 13 attacking. That's
boy.
it? Is that it?
That could be it. That's a fast sweep. Wow.
Well, is he gonna survive? Okay, he might be okay.
He's putting toast instead of bread. That's an interesting choice.
Yeah, he's doing that.
Therefore.
Oh no.
Oh man,
Oh,
that
no,
beetle broke
this is it,
through.
this is it,
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that rush, man. So, put in the chat, like, do you think this will be better, like, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5 in the future? Sometimes these matches can be really fast. I'm almost wondering if I could see this moving to a best 3 out of 5, but sometimes the matches can be really long. I don't know.
It depends on that initial rush. If nobody rushes, then the matches tend to last at least a few minutes. But if somebody rushes, it's going to be 5 minutes or less.
And looks like we can hear Michael better. It was the game overpowering him, not me. Okay, cool.
Dang, sorry. I'll try and speak up.
Got ourselves a set, though. We do have it, boys.
Yes, we do. Okay, we've got a sell-off and some banks.
Oh, that
Nivlak
no, we
sold
got the
to build a
beetle
beetle.
rush, the beetle
That's going to
rush.
be hard to counter in the beginning. It looks like he's put up a toast wall, though, which
That's
is an
good.
excellent defense.
You know, he's going to need some offense to attack that beetle, though. He's going to play some cannons there, because otherwise it's not going to be that much. I guess he can hear me. Dang it. They might be hearing what we're saying, guys. So,
we're just commentators. We're not
we're
players.
just we're not
we're
players.
not the pros.
We're not far away. Next time we'll have to get a longer extension cord.
Yeah, get mics we can whisper into.
Oh boy. We need more loudness in the audience in the back so they can't hear us.
So Nivlak just placed something in the middle, and I didn't see what that was. Was it an iron cannon? He doesn't have those. Is it a spawner?
Oh, Nivlak 13 has no...
Oh, it's a gas
iron
cannon.
He's got a gas cannon.
Okay.
Yeah, represent! Oh, this is... Okay, this is gonna... Oh, that was a good iron
That
cannon
was
placement.
almost a great rush, but the ants didn't quite save his life.
And this is one reason why I think the iron cannon's more optimal than the fly pick. Because... Not the hives, the fly pick. Because,
he's eating the banks.
I'm
This
not
is
even paying
devastating.
attention. There's no time to comment, guys. Like, oh my gosh, what is going on?
Oh man, that hurts. That hurts.
Thanks for catching that, because I was not even paying attention. Holy cow, what is going on?
Cable's really got to build back those banks. He might need to sell or something. This is going to hurt
yeah.
for a long time.
Now-
It looks like Nivlak is taking the defensive option with this advantage, though. He's not rushing in to finish off.
But now look at the screen. Look at that wave of hives coming, and flies coming.
That's-
That was a very good hive placement.
Yes, it was.
And look, he got some of those things. He's going to have to get an iron cannon placed. Maybe.
Like, yeah,
That was
for a
good.
hive instead.
The iron cannons are really good at keeping people away. He's trying to lead him towards the iron cannons. I like it.
Good kiting there, yeah.
And now he's got to get that hive out of the way. This is a really good game we're seeing. And I think Nivlac 13 is trying to get rid of those hives in the at 12 o'clock position, very top. And that's honestly key. I think if he can get rid of that, that will help him a lot.
Yeah.
Too bad he doesn't have any squares, because that would help him a lot right now.
Yeah.
He's got the gnome, but I don't think the gnomes are going to be very good against these hordes of flies.
So splares will automatically kite flies. Flies will fly toward the splares and attack it, even though they're not very effective against it. But that's not in his arsenal right now, so he's going to have to make do without. And it looks like Cable is doing what we saw again, cycling between spawners and cannons, balancing that defense and offense really, really well.
Rato says the games are quick enough to justify a 3 out of 5 for sure. Yeah, I agree. Even in macro games, it's less than 10 minutes. Yeah, exactly. ASMR battle for peanut butter and jelly, please. What does ASMR mean? I don't even remember.
Something. It's like those weird YouTube videos where they just whisper in the mic or like try to give you goosebumps with the sounds they make. Weird crap like that.
Guys.
Whispering in the mic.
It looks like Team Peanut Butter is putting some power bulbs. I sound really creepy right now.
That's the point of ASMR, I think. If I understand it right from my experience with it, it's supposed to be creepy.
Oh, I was not even paying attention.
Peanut butter
I was talking too much, guys. Holy cow, the upset. Team Peanut Butter wins.
It's just like we said.
Oh,
Peanut butter
my
just
gosh.
very thoroughly, carefully sprinkled across a good smattering of defense with those spawners in the back. That was very calculated.
Holy cow, guys. That was an intense game.
That was a coin toss for me, honestly. I had no idea who was going to win going into that third match, because first match was good defense against a rush, and then could have called it luck. Second one was an absolute overwhelming rush with no defense at all. And then the third was another repeat of the first. So
now it looks like
players are very evenly
Nivlac
matched.
is back up immediately against Reader.
Oh, that's rough. He's got to get over that psychological damage.
So we'll see how Nivlac. I wonder if Reader will go for the Ultra Rush.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
You want to go next, or should we go? Okay. I was just going off of what it was going. So, give left, Ryan will have to go. And then the Ruby Joey. That was an impressive. That was a really good game. You gotta represent some of the Russians. Yeah. That was like a good mix of macro and Russian.
Man.
I haven't seen Braxton in a while.
Nivlac's just commenting
So I
in the
can put it
background
on-
here. Somebody's got to
it's
represent the rushers. And yeah, I kind of agree. We haven't really seen that. Stingray did a new form of rush that we haven't seen in tournament with his players.
So
but-
guys, Stingray hasn't lost a set yet.
Really? That's true. He won the first one, didn't
He's
he?
in the semifinals.
He's definitely a contender for first place right now, I'd say.
And now I think so Stingray and Cable 19 did fight each other in the previous match.
Yeah.
In the last tournament. But hold on a second.
Just beat the Holy Land.
Wow, nice.
Good job.
Stingray just came in with a report. He beat the Holy Land.
In the story mode, which is
story
actually a pretty difficult level.
Yes, he did. He's over there on the...
Even on easy mode, it's a pretty tough level.
He's over on the friendlies computer beating through the campaign.
Now,
It's
in
good
this,
practice,
we have Reader on the left, and we have Nivlac 13 on the right. And it looks like Nivlac 13 is doing the ultra macro strategy with the side grab.
That's terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
Nivlac used that on me in friendlies, and I don't know how to counter
I think we're
it.
gonna have a macro game here, guys.
Wait, with UFOs, that's it. Ooh,
This
okay.
looks like PBJenesis Season 1,
Yeah.
except not stick figures as the main characters, the graphics.
So Rato says in chat, so hear me out, Bumbler Rush. That could work. We saw, was it Logan using that? Or
was Cable 19.
Was Cable 19. That was, oh man, that was just a match ago. That was so much happened
So
there.
I actually kind of got inspired from the bumblers from the Hydra lists in StarCraft.
Yeah.
A common strategy for in StarCraft 2, or StarCraft 1, I mean, Grid War, is to do a Hydra bust, where they outrange, like they take down the walls really fast. It's used against the Protoss,
Okay.
and that's kind of like what the bumblers were inspired to do. So you could do something like that, like do a bumbler bust
Yeah.
or a bumbler rush. That could be pretty good.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, I've played StarCraft for maybe about 10 hours in my life, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
But I believe you.
I've probably watched more than I've actually played,
Yeah.
but I haven't played. I'm not that good. But it looks like Nivlac 13 sold everything just for hides.
Oh man. The Reader is putting his banks in a really vulnerable spot right there against those flies. That was a waste of some bank money.
Dang, guys.
So the flies do not kite toward Brett, but they will shoot it. But if there's nothing there to shoot, then they're just they're not going to shoot anything. So it's not really necessary to give them something to shoot. They are kiting into the power bolt though, which could move them into that cannon if done right. So that's a good choice there.
This is interesting. He's building anthills, which I don't think is good because you're only getting flies coming and ants can't even hurt them. Those anthills are basically just going to be like destroyed.
Yeah.
It looks like, is that a flex doing the double? No, you killed it.
Okay. The ants are not going to be effective against the defensive line either. They can't even approach the cannons unless they're in a giant horde of them.
Yeah. It's so interesting to see how different this tournament is compared to the other one. Although we don't have Tadako in this tournament.
Yeah.
Tadako was the salter.
Yeah, he was a major shaker at the first.
He just sold everything and just built banks as he went along to attack it. Oh no, look, there's a stupid ant.
Oh, we got a stuck one?
Yeah, we got a
another stuck one. Oh,
Maybe
man.
I should put those closer together so they don't get struck.
Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to make the AI at least a little bit better. Now, we do have the UFOs coming. Now, side crabs can be good against the UFOs. There's a lot of them, but there has to be a lot of them. And I think Nivlac's best bet is probably to place some red down, because that really slows down the UFOs from coming too close.
Yeah. I think Nivlac's kind of got this, honestly. He's got a stronger economy, and he's got a lot more spawners right now.
That is true. And the flies actually are pretty good against the UFOs. They're not like good per se, but they will wear them down.
They're getting distracted by the bulbs, but that's pretty minor. He's only got, Reader only needs 2 bulbs down, so Nivlac's fly, they're going to take that out sooner than later.
Yeah, this is very interesting how macro heavy this tournament is so far.
Yeah.
Rato says, I really like how Jelly's playing this game. Yes, he's very like this, building some banks, building some spawners, going back and forth, and he's got all 3 troops, and they balance together very well.
Yeah.
And looks like he's slowly overwhelming Reader. We're seeing a lot of variety in the way we just play.
We are. This was reminding me of one of the first games we saw where Jelly didn't even have to cross the median of the map.
Yeah, he did
It
it.
was on this same map where just build up a nice little fortress full of spawners and you can just chill out. Never have to risk yourself. That's one of the reasons we're not seeing a lot of microplay, because people aren't even leaving their bases. The spawners are just so effective now.
Yeah, and Team Jelly wins, guys. Nivlac 13. Will he make it back, or will Reader take this as a learning experience and then take him out the next game?
Yeah.
They both have a very similar setup. I wonder if Nivlac 13 is going to be do the same thing, or if he's going to switch it up. I don't know. I do like the variety of strategies I play, but it's interesting. I wonder what Nivlac 13's thought process is of going macro versus the other macro. Maybe he just is confident he can do the macro harder.
So
I'm not sure.
I think he really was excited during the friendlies to use the crabs. He's selling everything right now, probably to extend his defenses past the choke point. Maybe a crab rush.
Crab rush? No, okay. I think a crab rush would have been bad, actually,
Bulbs
personally.
and spawners. On this map, yeah, I agree. With the crabs all focused into the choke point, that would not be super great. Okay, so he's forsaken his defenses and chosen to opt for, what is that, 8 boosted hives? That's going to really give Reader something to deal with in the beginning.
Yep, it's going to be hard for him to get close because there's a bunch of...
He's got a UFO, though.
I wonder I'm curious how this will play out. He's building toast. That's a good idea. I like it. If he can get toast in the middle, that UFO is definitely going to help him.
Okay, he got that 1 toast down. He's feeding, though. He's feeding hard.
And
every time you die, your opponent gets $1,000.
And the thing is, these flies are just coming out for free right now from Nivlac.
Yeah.
So really, and he's building banks. So I see what Ratos is saying. I'm not complaining that micro isn't as present in this tourney. but the micro moments we have seen have been super high.
Yeah. So we're kind of seeing a micro failure right here. Reader had a great opportunity to do some micro and dance around those flies to place Toast at strategic points, and he just kept dying to it, which is really, really not good. That backfired hard.
Now, I like that he's putting the portals down, but he does need like a power bulb by that portal to make something out of it. I think it's going to be too late.
While we've been focusing on the micro, though, speaking of macro versus micro, Niblack has 4 nexuses of fly spawners, maybe a 5th one in the fog that I can't see, and about 100 banks, I think. So
yeah, I
this
think
may be
Niblack's
decided
got
real
this
quick.
one. I think it would have been different if Reader would have placed portals in the beginning.
Yeah.
Because they do really well against the Hive.
Yeah. Another instance where it's really good to screen cheat. You really have got to know what your opponent's doing as well as you can.
It'll be interesting once you can't see what they're building.
Yeah.
But you can kind of guess what they're building. When the flies coming out, you can probably guess, hey, they're probably got Hive, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, this looks like a game for Niblack 13. Looks like he's still in this, guys. But Reader has done very well this tournament. He hasn't played this forever, I don't think. So it's very impressive made it this far.
That was not really one-sided. I'm not seeing a lot of matches in this tournament where there's a clear winner in the beginning, and I like that a lot. I think it's really balanced out and everybody's practiced well.
Anyway. Yeah, Ratos is our critic, right? No.
Who is Ratos?
He was, so we have one of the contestants asking who. Ratos was one of the previous competitors.
Who's C19?
Cable 19, that's Caleb. Yeah. Oop, I didn't say that. I'll blur that out. Okay. Maybe I won't, I don't know. Anyway. So we got Niblack is going on to the next round. And then we've got Logan and Jay next. And then we got the semifinals, folks. Hype. This is really interesting to see Stingray in the semifinals. And Ratos said I was second in the first tourney and third in the second tourney. Yeah, Ratos, this could have been your moment, man. But too bad. But we understand though, like, you know, stuff happens, and yeah, we'll definitely invite you to the next tournament. The more support we get, the more often we can do these. It can be a lot. It's a big. You have to make sure we have enough people coming. But we're doing it in the campus building at a university with this huge. We have this huge screen on the wall, and that definitely makes it a lot more entertaining to do.
Yeah, thank you to USU Event Services for getting us a sick hookup with this room.
Yeah, the C word. That is what stopped Ratos from coming.
Oh, man. That thing that people are having.
We don't
that
talk about the C word.
Yeah,
no,
we don't say
no,
that word on
no.
streams on YouTube.
We don't talk about the C word. Okay.
Yeah.
It's copyright.
We got Disney involved now.
So, that was a common joke. So we got Jay on the right as Team Jelly, and then we got Logan as Team Peanut Butter on the left. Who will win? So Logan has been doing real. Remember, this is like Logan's first day playing this game. Like,
He's doing extremely well.
he's doing really well. He's learning really good.
Yeah.
Now, this seems to be the most popular strat this tournament. This Power Bulb Hives. And honestly, this is kind of what I predicted in my tier list video. But I don't know why I'm saying it that way.
You did it. I told you so.
I told you guys.
Nobody believed me. Oh, man. So,
C and D word in short order. You're playing with fire there. Yes, I am. Whoops. Sorry.
as long as we don't say D caused C or anything crazy like that, I think we'll be
Now,
okay.
Jade's going to have to handle with those flies. So she's probably not the reliant on splares there. I don't know if ants was the right option. Those people like to use the ants, but they really aren't good against flies. Honestly, the influx of hives made ants less powerful.
Yeah, I haven't seen them used as much in a rush as we've seen before, which really kind of disappoints me. I really find it satisfying to see a ton of ants just rush into it.
I kind of want to see Cable 19 and Logan do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe we'll have to have a friendlies after this if they don't show up.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, that was we got the Team Peanut Butter on the left. Wow.
Okay.
People are sleeping on Splares. Yes, people are totally sleeping on Splares.
Splares are excellent against flies, and we have not seen that. Splares and bulbs are a good counter to flies.
And Ratos knows because he was at the first tournament, and Splares were way OP. They were so powerful, like they were just dominating the metagame.
Yeah.
And he knows the threat of Splares.
So Jay has been playing very defensively, and I don't know if that's going to work out for her well on this map because it is so big. If Logan can establish some spawners early on and she can't rush back, then if she can't rush in and destroy them, then that's going to hurt.
Now, Logan's going to have to get some defense there.
So, okay, that was a good little attack.
That was he built the right troops. He knows the triangle. Like, so flies beat ants beat Splares, and Splares beat flies.
Well, I mean, on Jay's part, too, I think that was a commendable rush because she wasted his time. She forced him to respond, and she didn't spend too much more money.
That's true.
Their economies are still comparable, and she has a little bit of a better defense, I think, right now with the bread and toast.
I like how she placed those Splares there because she knows that the hives are coming.
Yes, that was very good.
I do wonder if they will make it. Now, those are really close hives to the bottom there. This actually might make the game.
Oh, man.
And now he's got cannons defending it.
Oh,
that
in the
is...
right lane there.
This might be it, guys. That is... Yeah, this might be it.
Uh-oh, she needs some defenses quick.
This is insane. She's gonna build has to build like a square or two down there.
Maybe some bread would be. I don't know if bread would help much against
And the cannons are like a really good range.
Yeah.
Will Jay be able to make it out of this pickle, guys? I don't know. Dang, Logan is going hard.
I think a counter rush right now might help. If she could save the money for the ants, though, she's got so few banks is the problem.
Holy cow! So like now, Doug did have a really good lead, but Peanut Butter wins.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
he was super aggressive and wow.
That was surprising.
Good job. Dang. Jay was playing so well this tournament too. Like I've seen improvements over time for
definitely,
sure
yeah.
in this tournament. And I'll do an update real quick on the bracket, and we'll have to make this better next time. But so this means we have Logan versus Nivlak. Oh, did he go against him before?
I don't remember.
But,
So that's
I had paid
solidly
down.
to 5th place, is that right?
Yes, and then Jay is out. So now we have the semifinals. Stingray. So, guys, okay, before we do anything, third place gets $25, second place gets $50, and first place gets $100. Only one of these people here is not going to get the money, and honestly, I think Logan has it hard.
He does.
He has it
Because
hard.
he's the newcomer.
And
Nothing
that's
against
a
him.
really hard matchup there.
We've seen solid strategies from him. He just doesn't have the experience that might pull him ahead of the rest of the competition.
So place your bets. Who's going to win the tournament? Is it going to be the comeback Stingray?
You know, I left after the last match to get some Dr. Pepper, and I think I put my cup down and left it somewhere. I'm going to go find that.
Okay, he's going to find it. I'll hype this up. So we got Stingray. Guys. Stingray has been making the comeback. For the first tournament, he definitely wasn't as aggressive, but he's been proving himself very well. And he's been playing different strategies as he's been going along. It's been very impressive. Cable 19 has been doing lots of practice. Maybe it's a little biased because he had a little bit of practice to me, but he has been making a lot of improvement. Nivlak 13, he's a beast. He's super strong. He's totally contender. He's the one who I thought was going to win this, and he could win it, but he definitely has some competition. And we got Logan, the newcomer, the rookie. Is the rookie going to have the upset? Is he just going to come here day one, win this tournament? And I just know this game already. I just came here day one. We'll find out. And then Rato says, I think we're going to have a return champion for the first time. Yeah, so Rato says, I think he thinks that Nivlak 13 is going to win. And you know what? He totally could win. Even though Cable 19 did really well, he could come back. We'll have to see, guys. This will be exciting. And if Stingray beats Cable 19, that'll be some sweet revenge for him. And Stingray is our youngest player, so that is pretty insane. So we might want to wait for Michael to come, but when Michael, so I'm going to tell the contestants something real quick. Don't start until Michael comes. So I'm going to go back to the screen. We won't start till Michael comes back.
So that's where they can select their units, wherever they want. And this has been a pretty crazy tournament, guys. I'm not going to be making any patch changes. I mean, well, I might make some patch changes that like a little bit of a bug. Unfortunately, I need to reset up the way the game works, because if you want an update, you'll have to re-download the game. You don't have to re-buy it. You just have to re-download it. But we definitely need to fix that so it just updates, connects to the internet or something. But like, I'm not gonna make any balance changes this time. But I might make a couple of fixes. But if not, like, if we get this on the Switch, we definitely will fix some of the bugs. But honestly, our biggest priority is to get online play with the sequel. And remember, I'm going to be putting a survey out. I'm going to be sharing it all over social media. If any of you guys out there want to fill it out, that'll help us know what we should do for the sequel. I know one thing we're debating is whether we want to do 2D pixel graphics or 3D models. I definitely feel more comfortable with pixels, but let us know what you guys think. And Julie Norman votes for Nivlak. Yeah. So we got lots of people voting for Nivlak, and then Rato says it's either Nivlak or Cable 19. Yeah, and honestly, I think Logan definitely could do it, but Stingray, I mean, we'll see. I think it's going to depend on how this is very interesting, though. What do you think about Stingray's unit composition?
It's Stingray's peanut butter?
Yeah, he's peanut butter. So Stingray is peanut butter, Cable 19's jelly.
So that's the split macro that I was talking about, where he's got flies, ants, and splares that he's going to spawn from his captain under his control, positioning-wise, completely. And the only thing the bulbs are good for is the UFOs, but they are very good for the UFOs. So he's going to be trying to spawn UFOs on one part of the map while distracting with spawns from him on another part, I think. We'll see how that plays out for him. I think Stingray might have a pretty good chance to win this, or at least place in top 3, because we've seen some surprise punches from him today. He's been practicing a lot.
Carly Healy votes Nivlak too. And then Rato says, aren't you Nivlak? Oh yeah, Calvin Lovin says, I also vote Nivlak, and yes, he is Nivlak 13. I'm back now. What did I miss? Carson, this is Stingray versus Cable 19. Cable 19 did beat Nivlak. Holy cow, what is going on?
Wow, a quick rush.
There's like no time to comment, guys.
We can see why Stingray loves the
Who knows? Maybe that's like an imposter. Maybe that isn't the real Nivlak 13.
Yeah.
You're a fake. You're an imposter. Looking pretty sus. Okay, maybe that was cringe. I don't know. Is it cringe referencing imposter? Maybe. I don't know.
You're not 12.
And
just
guys, Cable 19 is getting rushed pretty hard. But the thing is,
they're both 4 now. But Stingray is selling and going in maybe for another rush.
Did he get all his banks?
He did.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, you got one.
He
Oh,
just
no.
really
Oh, no. Okay, that's a good Iron Cannon placement.
Oh,
that
was, yeah.
They get all of them in one shot. Honestly, he might want to put like a power ball by that Iron Cannon.
Stingray is doing the micro here with those cannons. He's dodging so well.
Now, this might be it. Guys, this might be it.
Especially if he places some ants can do it.
Oh my gosh, I think Cable 19 should put like an Iron Cannon up here or something. Or just some cannons. Just to prevent it.
This is almost cruel. Stingray is taking out the banks, and
he's coming again. Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be it? Is this gonna be it? Oh, he's building some cannons. Oh, that was a perf. Oh, that was
He's taking a forward
that Iron
position
Cannon, man. Oh, that was so close, guys. This is nail biting. Holy cow! Yeah, yo, what a crazy rush. Yeah, I know, right? He needs to get more Iron Cannons down. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but they're so expensive. They're 3,000 each.
They are, and he lost a lot of his banks.
Yep.
I think his like jar has like 1 or 2 health left.
Yeah. Small pro tip: you can sell the damaged bread and toast.
Yeah.
Sell your damaged buildings, and then just.
Okay, that's not going to do anything because those Iron Cannons will stop those things.
Yeah, ants are not the good rush.
Oh,
anymore.
good. Well, I don't know. I like that Powerball placement, but also you might get killed by an ant.
Yeah, it's pretty vulnerable. But it looks like Stingray's opted for 2 splares and some flies instead. That's an interesting mix because the flies are going to fly over the gap and get killed quick maybe, and the splares have to go around. It looks like the splares have actually split up. Their pathfinding is not ideal in this situation.
No economy on either side from Calvin Loveland. Yep, definitely no economy. And we'll have to see how that builds. Now he's Cable 19 is, he's like basically distracting those ants. I don't know where they went now. Did they die? I think they died.
They do.
Oh, this is how
Wow.
it, and
Oh,
Cable
man.
19 is like, this is how it feels.
Oh, no.
But will he make it? Will he make it? He's gonna build, so he's building cannons down.
Oh, they've got
Stingray.
Cannons versus
I'm
cannons.
really impressed by Stingray.
Oh, my
He's
goodness.
playing very well.
Stingray's gotta get those cannons out of there. He's
That was a
gonna lose.
good.
Maybe he
Is
can
that an
counter-
iron cannon
Oh,
attacking him?
iron cannon. No, it's a normal cannon up there. He's just gotta kill
Oh
that.
my gosh.
Okay, he's got it, but the
Okay,
flies are back.
the flies are back.
Oh, this is
Okay,
so close.
he's good. This is an intense game. I think Cable 19 is an advantage because Stingray only has 3 banks.
Yeah.
Yo, the turnaround, I know. Great micro from Jelly, yes. Jelly is like he has like probably 1 hit point left on his jar, so I think Stingray's best bet is just to get 1 more hit, but it's going to be hard because he's got defenses now all over.
It's 1-hit wins at this point. This
I don't
is
know.
not biting.
I don't know what he's doing. Is he just saving up money? I would be building up banks. I don't know what Peanut Butter is doing. And he's got the and the thing is that the ants aren't good against the roar beetle.
I think this is it. Those cannons.
This game is Jellies. Yeah, I know. It was really close. And from such a close game,
That was
Team
good.
Jelly wins. That was super close, guys. 1 more hit on that jar, he probably would have lost.
What do they call it in music when there's like a really intense part and then a long pause and then the finale? Is that a fermata?
Yes.
Yeah.
That can be, you hold out a note
We
and
had a
then.
long fermata there where everybody was just 1 hit away from death, and oh man.
What a beautiful musical composition.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful. That was very close. But it's good to see you back, Carson. We're glad to see you. Thank you again for the support. And dang, this is like a really intense game. So look, we're switching to the gnome.
That was just 1 out of 2, right? Or was that 2
He's
out of 2?
keeping the power bulb though.
I lost track. Was that 2 out of 3?
Is this right there? This is only
So
that was the first match.
That was the first. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, he's got the gnome. So we're going to see the gnome rush. What an absolute
The
game!
gnome
Yes,
rush.
hype.
Oh, the gnome
Hyper.
rush on Giant's Globe is brutal because if you don't block off that choke point, you just get murdered like that.
Oh my gosh! But
That
he did
was-
stop it. He did
yeah,
stop it.
I think it's better to sacrifice your captain and give 1,000 to your enemy than to have your.
And you're
total
basically they're
defense.
losing 4,000.
Yeah,
Because like
yeah.
it costs 5,000. That was a good iron cannon placement, but they are being out. It is being outranged by those cannons. So those cannons will wear down those that iron cannon.
Yeah.
And oh, is there anything there? Is there anything there?
There is not. He's got.
Oh, he's building
minimal
the
defenses.
hives. Will he be able to defend this hive though?
Oh boy.
Now, I can't tell if those cannons are still in the fog. Stingray's cannons. Yes, they are there.
They are, yeah.
It's going to be hard for him to get out. And this looks like Cable 19 is building a wall of toast in the front. And oh yeah, he's got the ants. And now those were good piggy bank placements from Cable 19 because they're in the back. So the enemies will be attracted to the jars. So they won't attack those banks.
So Stingray is having some funding. I don't want to call it issues because he's coming up ahead still, but he's having to stop and pause and wait for the income because he's made choices in the beginning to not invest in banks and rather do the.
Talking about Stingray?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's working out for him still. He's placing defensive buildings in good spots, and he's not losing them. So his money's not wasted per se. He just has to stop and pause and wait for it to recoup.
I do think if he doesn't build more, though, he's slowly going to lose because
Yeah.
Cable 19 has like 10 hives down.
Yeah, he needs some banks for sure, and Cable is placing banks like crazy right now.
I'm really impressed because at the beginning he was doing more of a macro route, Stingray, and now he's doing a totally rush.
Yeah, Stingray needs some banks, and he needs to pull his captain out of the battle a little bit.
Carson says that's going to lurk for now since I'm playing League of Legends. RN. Sorry, it's kind of hard to see from the screen. Bumbler hype. Yeah, the Bumblers are so good. I think a lot of people are sleeping on the Bumblers. And it looks like Team Jelly wins. And he'll be going on to the finals. And Stingray is not out yet. He will go against whoever wins the next match. And I gotta say, I am very impressed with Stingray's play. And there we go. Something happened to the screen for a second, but we're back now.
Yeah.
So let's update this bad boy. We got, dang.
Make you sweat there.
Yeah, that was gross.
That's what kings
Kitchen is for, though.
It is for the rush. Who picked King's Kitchen? So we got Stingray apparently picked King's Kitchen at the beginning, so that's probably why we saw a rush.
Is that 2-1 or 1-1? Josh.
What? You beat him both times, right? You did, yeah. You beat him both times, yeah. Cable 19 couldn't remember. Yeah, I'm like talking to them in the middle. It's pretty casual, but like, still intense. So now we got Nivlak versus Logan. So this is gonna be a pretty intense match, folks. I don't know why I hit Windows. I just need to go. What is going on? Guys, computers are hard. And I'm someone who codes for a living. Okay, guys. So hold on 1 second. We'll wait till Michael comes back to start. So now we're back. So was that was Stingray's first loss? Says Rogers. Yes, it was. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? And I think Stingray had to go through. He had to go through Sandwich Killer. Had to go through Reader and Jay. And Jay did play pretty well. I actually think Jay played very well. I think Jay just wasn't prepared for the rush from Stingray. So probably like a not as hard bracket on the other side, but still impressive that he made it this far. So yeah, I mean Stingray's going to go whoever wins this. And so on the right we have Nivlak 13, and make sure we don't start yet. And then on the left we have Logan, and it looks like Logan's got a macro build with some ants there, for some offensive pressure. I actually think this is a very strong picks from him. And Nivlak, I think I know what Nivlak is going for. He's got the gas cans, it's plus the Psycrabs, so he's got the range. The Roar Beetles are definitely going to come in, tank those hits. They are expensive though, so this will be an interesting match to see what happens for sure. So I think it seemed like a lot of people were cheering for Nivlak, but I don't know if Logan makes it. This will be really impressive. He's been playing very well. We're still waiting for Michael to come back. Oh, Michael, he's getting some nourishment. He's getting some nourishment. Yum. Sorry.
Had to respond to
That was a Dorito.
some text. You'd think it was a Dorito. It could have been my bones.
Yeah, I cracked bones.
ASMR.
Whatever.
Weird crap.
So we're ready to start now. So we'll see who picks the first stage.
There's the ASMR, yeah. Just for you, Raw Toast. You asked, I delivered.
Okay. So remember, on the left we have Logan, on the right we have Nivlak 13. Selling their buildings, seeing what they got. The crunch sounds great on the mic. That's awesome. Yes. We got like a Blue Yeti, so it's not a super cheap mic, but probably not the most expensive one we could have got. And the rustling. Yes. I had a bag of chips too. My favorite type of Doritos are the spicy sweet chili. I probably don't want to talk about that too long though, because this match is probably going to go by super fast. That is a really good hive placement from Logan. Logan is doing so well.
Yeah, he really
So
is.
I'm curious how Nivlak will take care of this. He does have a gas cannon, so the gas does hurt the hives. I think like a fly can survive one gas AoE, but once they get hit by two, then they die.
Yeah.
Now can it reach that far? The gas cannon, because the gas cannon can reach really far. Did it get those hits? I don't think so, because there's still some. Well, something killed it. That must have been the gas cannon. Was it the gas cannon that killed
I
those
think
hives?
it was, yeah. The gas cannon, or he was in the fog of war
I
for a
don't
bit
know.
after Jelly died.
That might have maybe actually. I think it was the crab. Actually,
Yeah,
I think it was the crab.
that makes sense.
That makes more sense. I think that was too far for the gas. The gas cannon does have the longest range, but Jelly defended perfectly. Yeah. Holy cow! So we got the macro starts, hives and portals from Logan. That is a good build. Now the big trick here is going to get past those gas cannons. Those gas cannons can be really oppressive to get past. I was playing a friendlies match with Nivlac 13, and I barely didn't win because he had so many gas cannons.
Yeah.
And I was using UFOs, and they're bad against gas cannons.
Gas cannons are so expensive, but their range is just so good.
Now, the best counter against gas cannons are ants,
Yeah.
but if he has enough cannons backing them up, it's still going to be hard for the ants to get through.
Yeah.
Now,
Peanut Butter's economy is kind of sucky right now.
that is true. He does have more land control, but he has less economy.
Yeah, he's really extended himself without building many banks, and that's not going to be great.
I actually don't think he needs that wall of toast.
I agree, yeah. But that choke point is redundant. And you might need it later on.
He might need it
though.
later, but I think he should just sell those, build some banks, and keep on building banks.
That's what I do for sure.
I wonder if he is sacrificing some economy for more spawners, but now he's building some banks. Maybe he can hear me. I don't know.
So we have Nivlac sending out a beetle right now. And that beetle is just going to get kited into all of the stuff that is sitting in that fog.
Oh,
I don't think that's going to make it to the enemy's
That's
defense.
a really good defense from Nivlac.
It really is.
Those gas cannons are like hitting right in front of the gas cannons. He's gonna have a hard time. However, if he can outrange those iron cannons, he can break through and then send a bunch of the ants and they'll get through there.
Yeah. The flies are giving him a hard time too. It looks like we have Logan on the left, right? He's
Yes.
making a lot of spawners. He just placed the UFO in the fog.
And then the Psycrabs are gonna be a good backup here. I'm really impressed to see how good the Psycrabs are looking.
Yeah. Ooh, Psycrabs on mass are a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, once you have enough Psycrabs on, you're just lost.
Yeah.
They're really impressive. Then he's pushing them out of the way. Now he's getting some roar beetles in. They're going to tank some of the hits, so he can make some ground.
I wonder if those UFOs are hatched yet.
It looks like
I see those
that
coming
roar
into play.
beetle in the bottom right, in the middle, right below the fog. Looks like he took out the hives there. I'm guessing.
Yeah, so we've got one UFO hatched and one very close to hatching.
Ooh, the UFO might kill it. Oh, but those gas cannons though, they die super fast from gas cannons.
The UFO just took out 3 crabs.
Yes, that actually was worth it because 3 crabs is $15,000.
Yeah, that's expensive.
So that is really good. We're definitely seeing a more macro game, but this is still pretty. There's a lot happening here. I think the thing is like, eventually, Jelly's gonna run out of economy because he only has so much space to build banks. He needs to get out there.
So I noticed Logan is quite heavy on the flies, the hide spawners, and not very much into the
You know, his portals might be
portals. Yeah.
But I mean, hides aren't bad. I don't think hides are ever bad.
No, definitely not. I think he might need a balance sooner or later, though.
Yeah.
These players are going to have a little more hit points to deal with the beetles and the crabs that we're seeing sent out from Nivlac.
That is true because the Psycrabs do outrange the flies. They can kill them before they come.
That was some very good kiting micro.
I
I think
actually
Logan
missed that.
saw the
Logan?
beetle and just weaved around in the
Oh,
fog.
that was really good. He's seen that pretty well.
Yeah.
And he's building some ants.
Both sides have so many buildings right now.
Yes. And so he's getting some more banks. This is a very interesting game. This is the first game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first game. Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't know who's got this. Now, I do think Nivlac 13 has made some ground. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He's pushing
totally
Psycrabs
is.
above. That's like the one downside of Psycrabs. Holy cow. There's a smart kite. Smart kite. He's
Okay.
distracting them. He's distracting them. That's good.
So the iron cannons are going to serve as a kite magnet themselves, right? A lot of the units are going to go towards them and just get destroyed because the iron cannons are in groups.
Yes, but now he's got a gas. Oh, that was a really good gas cannon placement. That's going to like really destroy his defenses. Getting some UFOs down. That's good. Now,
If he has the time for those to unleash, they will be a real nuisance for Nivlac.
interesting thing to keep in mind. Beetles do kind of beat Splares, but
Ooh, it looks
but
like he
Splares
dropped
have a better HP to money ratio than Beetles.
Yes, they do. They do.
And Rato says this game is awesome. I can't tell whose game it is. I can't tell. I do think. Yeah, I can't
So-
tell because at first, like the gas cannon was.
Logan just bulbed some UFOs and then placed more UFOs into them. So he's got 4 out and 3 more on the way.
And those UFOs are going to kill those
He's
war
got
beetles.
7 UFOs out and thus 4 of them were damaged.
Is the game
so-
slowing down a bit? I
It
can't
could
tell.
be.
It could
I
be.
don't know.
It could be for a second there.
So Nivlac, he was pushing in, but those UFOs are really making
Yes,
a
the
difference.
UFOs are so powerful. He needs more gas cannons out
Yeah,
there.
it looks like Nivlac panic pushed and put some bulbs right next to each other.
And yeah, he might be even hearing me right now and be like, I want to put some gas cannons down.
And so this is going to be interesting. Definitely.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot of side crabs.
So at what point would we call it a stalemate? I don't know if that's even
I
possible.
wonder. See, that's something we got to keep in mind. Like, we want to have timed matches in the future,
Yeah.
and then like who wins though when the timer runs out?
Whoever
Is it
has
the
spent
health
the
of the
least.
jar?
I think whoever has spent the least would be good.
Whoever spent the least wins. Really?
Yeah, because you've done the most with the least amount of money.
I don't know. We have to like you can debate that in the Discord chat. Maybe.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
it could
know.
be a configurable setting too.
Yeah, we
How
could have
to
a.
decide that.
I wonder what the official one should be. I personally think it should go to the jar health first, and then go
Okay.
to default to something else.
Jar health, I like. That makes a lot
That
of
does
sense.
favor rushing,
Yeah.
but like, I don't know. Rushing does make more entertaining games. I still think this is fun though. There's a lot happening here. I don't know. I wonder how long this is going to go on. 'Cause this is. I don't know who's going to win. If I had to
We're
guess,
seeing Logan spew out ants right now with those savings he built out. I think that was about 25 ants.
I think what Logan needs to do is he needs to save up money and build ants. Because ants are immune to gas cannons.
Niblack has also spread horizontally inside the fog of war. He's claimed a lot of territory there that's going unchallenged.
But he's going to need lots of ants. He's going to need like billion. Or actually, Splayer, I like what he's doing here. He's replacing the hives with the portals. Because like, I think the portals are going to be more helpful for him in this match. Because they're going to tank all the hits. However, there's so many gas cannons that oh
Look at those
no! And if he had a gnome.
The UFOs
He
in
had
the
a
back.
gnome.
Are the UFOs still in the back? Or did they advance?
I think
out
they're
of the
still.
choke point?
Oh no! I think he got it, guys. I think
Yeah.
this is it. I think this is it.
He's got waves of crabs
Holy
coming down.
cow! Okay, that's what decided this. Is,
So many spoons.
oh my gosh, that was this. Was
Oh, he's rebuilding the toast
He's
though.
building it,
He's got plenty of income. He could turn this around, I think.
but look how much money he has.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, yeah.
Niblack's just spewing
He's got,
crabs.
yeah, I think he's got this. He's
Yeah.
getting some more beetles, and now he's more space, so now he can build more banks and get a bigger. Whoever has the most space should win.
So that's what I was talking about in Niblack's first match, how in the last tournament we saw him, yes, build up his economy, but a lot of that cash on hand just to send out waves of very expensive powerful units all at once. That's how he beat me.
Building more banks, I
I'm
would
still
like-
a little salty about it.
No, I think Nivlak could probably sell some of his gas cannons.
I don't think he needs to. Look at that money.
He might not need to.
He's in the hundreds of thousands.
But like he is now. Look at the
He's
middle.
gonna
He
crash
is-
the game. This is awesome.
He's gonna crash the game. He crashed the game. He crashed the game. What's gonna? Hopefully we don't have to like make a call here.
I don't
Hopefully we
know.
don't have to make a call here. Like hopefully something happens.
Yeah, I think it'll
I
work
think.
out.
And the thing is, the crabs stay on top of each other, so we'll have to see. I don't know.
So I was saying that Niblack spread out horizontally in the fog, and he has some buildings, yeah, but it's mostly crabs.
Now, the interesting thing is we could see a turnaround here if Logan does get more portals out, because they do have a good matchup against the
spoons.
crabs.
Yeah.
However, I do think Niblack can just build a bunch of cannons. I think he should probably get those. He doesn't push his crabs up in front.
Oh, he's losing spawners.
I think this is it.
Yeah,
this
there
is
we
it.
go.
This is it.
And they're on the jar.
Yep, we got it. We got it.
That was great.
That was it. Holy cow, guys! What a
You
game!
almost can't buy beetles fast enough, Ronto
Yeah.
says. Yeah, absolutely. The spawn limit on the captain was the deciding factor
That
here.
was the biggest macro game. That was insane. For a long time, it was a stalemate, but I think it was those beetles. Those beetles gave it the push
Yeah.
it needed. They sponge all that damage,
Yeah.
and then the crabs come closer.
Yep.
And
Those beetles are a great meat shield.
I do think if he had more UFOs and portals, it might have worked.
So we're seeing a total deletion on Niblack's side. I wonder if he's got a new strategy in mind or if he's just waiting to reveal his
Maybe.
hand.
Oh, he's doing ultra macro.
Okay.
Ultra macro.
Ultra
Semi-ultra?
macro with gas, I'm looking at. Oh, wait.
Cycraps? Okay, Cycraps. I think Cycraps is his new favorite.
Yeah.
And Rato says that build-up's for so long and then it's burst out once. Yeah, I wonder if they'll
Yeah.
have another long game or not. We'll see.
That was first out of 3. That's insane.
Really good, though.
Pressure's
We'll
on.
have to decide what we want, though. Like, if we want a time limit or not. We probably should have a time limit eventually
Yeah.
for competitive matches. We'll have to find a way to configure that. So,
Let us know in chat what you think a good tiebreaker would be. Should it be the least amount of money spent or the health of the jar?
or do we want to make
Or
whoever
something
built
else.
like the most, that had the most buildings on it at the end?
Oh yeah. could be it.
Buildings plus troops. Should we combine that into money? Like whoever the most money spent?
Whoever has the most value of stuff out in the field.
Yeah, that actually, I think that makes more sense because that means they had more control of the map.
Yeah.
It would be a shorter game with the gnomes. Arm
wrestle, yeah.
For the tiebreaker. That'd be part of the meta. You have to like get stronger.
You gotta go exercise instead of
I do
sitting
think
on the screen.
tiebreakers, if both people were playing optimally, it shouldn't happen because I did I can't talk. I did like try to put more weight into the offensive abilities.
Yeah.
I think one thing that Logan did very well, he attacks from all angles. I wonder if he picked the stage because, he's attacking from behind.
Oh man. Yeah, Logan is very good at getting the unit's AI to attack for him. He understands their behavior pretty well for having just started, and he knows where to place things to get them to focus on the jar. He's really goal-oriented at that jar.
Yes. He's a very, very... And now, Niblack 13 is very good at reacting. Now, let's see if what he can do about this. Like, now, what's he going to do? The Iron Cannon isn't in the ring.
Oh, that's devastating. That might have decided
Gnome!
Ouch.
This is why gnomes are crazy.
Niblack has no money and very few units
Oh,
now.
the gnome!
Man.
Whereas I'm totally against the timed game. That's what we're talking. Yeah, honestly, I should probably start designing this. It's really hard to get a time thing.
Yeah.
Maybe you could speak over surrenders first.
If there is a time limit, it needs to be very high, like 10 minutes.
Maybe even 15.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, because I think the problem is if we do have a timed game, then people might use that as their strategy.
That's true.
And like you'll get like those Sonic players online and Smash. Yes, if you're a Smash main, I'm talking to you. I'm talking.
Yeah. They can copyright strike us for hurting Sonic Main's feelings. That's a worthy cause.
That's a really called. I'm willing to die in that. Now.
So, Logan he did great with that Gnome Rush, but he hasn't really followed up on that
He
super
needs to
well.
follow up. I don't think he had. He just blew up a bunch of his own defenses.
Yes, he
That's
did.
the dangerous thing about the gnomes. But like,
Yeah.
they're
No.
definitely one of the higher skill based units.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a time limit, it should be at least 1 hour.
1 hour.
Wow.
Okay.
You know? Okay.
Whoever has to use the bathroom first loses. That's the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Honestly, maybe. Like, I kind of like the idea of not having a timer.
Yeah.
If you notice, there's actually no supply limit in this. Only in builder mode, which is a side mode I made. And that's because all the troops are automatically moving forward. So it's unlikely the game's going to slow down because if the game does slow down, someone's probably already dead.
Yeah. Another thing. Oh man.
I think
that's
one
the
thing
third
he's
time
doing, he
blown himself
shouldn't be running with the gnome right now.
No, that's dangerous.
I do like him using the gnome though. I guess at the very least, he does distract the hits. Maybe that's what he's doing. Like,
Could be. He could be just letting the spawners build up and do their work.
if that's the case, I take it back. But at the same time, I don't know if that's still optimal.
Yeah.
Now, I wonder if he can make it out of here. Like, Logan is really good at keeping the apprentice. He has so much space now, so this is where he should be building a lot of things, probably.
Yeah.
Selling all those cannons in the back, those don't really mean anything.
Yeah, the bat cannons are doing nothing. But if he does sell them, then Niblack, who is good at the micro, could sneak in and do stuff to the jar, you know?
Rato says, also, Sonic mains deserve whatever they get. Yep.
Yeah.
And I wish Sonic was designed different. Anyway, this is not a Smash Bros. Podcast. Maybe we can do that later. I don't know. If we're going to do that, it's going to be not part of this. So we want to stay.
Yeah, let's make some money and then we can retire and do Smash Bros. Podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think Niblack 13 is recovering here.
Oh, Logan just... he just double placed bullets.
That was a good cannon salting there. So if you guys don't know what salting is when the captain's running out in the open and it's placing things down.
Just sprinkle as you go, just salt the
Sprinkling,
earth.
salt the earth. And it's kind of like disrespectful especially if you're salting piggy banks in their face.
Oh yeah.
It's like, oh look, I'm not scared. I'm gonna build piggy banks in their face. See my piggy bank? I don't care.
So 2 gnomes back to back. That is an interesting tool. It can backfire if you were too close to the gnome at the back of the chain, but the chain of explosions that they cause when one gnome blows up the other can really be devastating if you line it up right.
I don't know if I agree with that choice, but I think he's making ground now in Niblack 13, and it must be it's probably very discouraging from Logan's person. I think Niblack 13's got this. He did a good fight at the end, but like,
Yeah.
I think maybe he just blew himself up a couple times with the gnomes.
He did. He spent. There were too many instances where he spent and then it was immediately destroyed or wasted. He blew himself up with the gnomes. It was the gnomes and the bolts him.
There we go. Team Jelly wins. Nivlak, it looks like you guys are getting what you want.
Yeah.
So, Stingray versus Nivlak. Next, but first we have to do the winners semifinals.
Oh man.
Is this for the final?
So, it's just...
This is Stingray versus Cable. Yeah.
So what we got to do... Wait a minute.
The Stingray lost.
Stingray lost to.
Oh yeah, Cable's in the finals. So now it's going to be... So actually, we already did the winners semifinals. That was Stingray versus Cable 19. So then we have Nivlak. Yeah, this is what it looks like. Yep.
Was that-
Okay,
was that Logan's
so
first
whoever
loss?
loses this gets third place.
Was that Logan's second loss?
That was Logan's second loss.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
But Logan did really good. That was, that was really good matches.
Fourth place.
Yeah, so now whoever wins gets third place, and then, okay. So we're going to do Stingray versus Nivlak. Let's just go right away. We've been going on for about, 3 hours now? Like, these matches do go pretty... I always hit Windows to go back. I don't know why I do that.
Alt-tab, not
Alt
Windows
tab?
tab. Yeah.
Oh!
Did you dump juice on your keyboard?
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some stuff while they pick.
Oh, just the phone. That's fine. Just a little soda on the phone incident. No big deal. Sorry for those of you who had to suffer that little squeal there. So Stingray and Nivlak have very different strategies. Stingray likes to play full steam, we've seen today. He just rushes in, spends all of his money at once, and then relies on a slow trickle of income from the default banks. And Nivlak does very much the opposite, where he plays defensively and keeps some cash on hand.
So we got Nivlak on the right and Stingray on the left, right?
Yes.
Stingray's peanut butter?
Yes.
Yes. I'm assuming people are sitting that way. That's how we're determining, we're
Turn
sitting.
around. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see.
So, okay, we got the rush from Stingray. We'll see how...
The
nope.
toast was not
Okay,
sold, so
he
I think
forced him to
Nivlak-
move.
Nivlak scored for the micro. Jesse Captain's, oh no.
Oh, Iron Cannon? Oh, no, okay,
Oh,
okay.
But he's left his base
So
forward.
those players should be able to take out that...
The bread.
Okay, that was a good clutch moment. He's building the ant, okay. So I noticed Stingray... I think Stingray is like the new Tadako of this tournament.
Yeah, Stingray is not building any banks.
Yeah, I mean,
That's an
if it
interesting
works
choice.
out, I mean, you got to make sure you take him out at the beginning. Oh!
Wow. He's given Nivlak something to deal with here.
What he should do next, so he doesn't hear me, is place a bumbler. Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
He read my
did
mind.
it.
I was even doing the whisper, and he still heard me. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh my...
He's
Oh.
really made this rushing
Oh
stage
my
his own
gosh.
today. So the Iron Cannon, does that affect the Bumbler? Looks like it's not doing a lot of damage. It did some, okay.
It doesn't attack super fast. And Ratros has done a lot of back and forth for almost no reason.
Yep.
Yep.
So there was some damage done to the jar, which in the end is the goal, but I don't know if it was enough to justify all the expense.
Yeah.
And now Stingray's totally out of banks.
Okay, that was a good... Beetles are good against the ants.
That was
so-
good teleport.
Does
from
he have no
Nivlak.
banks?
He has no banks at all.
I think it's it. I think
Yeah.
it's it. There's nothing.
Stingray needs
He-
to sell everything and build banks if he has any chance at all.
Now, I don't know how I feel about the ants trying to kill him. I think... Well, I guess that's probably his best bet at that point. And it's not really that too much he can lose.
Yeah.
Now,
So
I
he's built
think...
up $6,000, but I don't know if that's going to be enough.
Yeah, that's... Oh! See, spares are good against him. Banks are gone. Oof. Yep. Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah, maybe he can send some flyers.
This is it. Oh, it's like the new Tadako, guys.
Oh, boy.
In the spirit of Tadako.
So Stingray is
Dang.
just
Team Jelly wins, by the way.
He's a money drain on himself and his enemy at the same time. This is really interesting.
At least he's draining another person's money. But
Yeah.
however, he didn't get that many banks.
Yeah, that was really the problem. He needs to strike a balance between building banks and doing his signature rushing, because his rushing is really great. It really slowed down the defense and offense building from Nivlak. But if you don't have banks to recover when you die during the rush, then it really comes back to haunt you.
Several misplays out of PB, but he still was really hype about it, says
Yeah.
Ratos. And yep,
Yeah, just
it was
several
still super hype.
key mistakes. You can't lean too much on the micro.
No one's done Cosmic Terror, guys. Yes! They heard me! Oh, sorry if that was loud, guys. Sorry if you were headphone viewers. This is the Cosmic Terror. This is actually where the gnomes
boy.
originate from.
Nivlack's selling everything. What are we gonna see here?
I'm glad they got every stage represented now.
I think he knows he's a win ahead. Oh, is he going for the spawner win?
Okay, he's going for the spawner to start.
Okay.
We have to start giving names to these. I don't know what, the Hive Cluster?
Sure.
The Hive Cluster is under attack!
The evil bad guy headquarters.
Starcraft reference right there. I don't know what to call it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Oh,
So
I
he's
dig it.
replaced his initial defense
I dig
with
it.
an initial defense plus hive spawner. I like that.
Now, Stingray's going banks. He changed his strategy, guys.
He did, yeah. He's responding.
He's very flexible. Like that. Dang.
So I wonder if he's going to respond to these waves of flies. He does have flares in his arsenal, so those could come in handy if he uses his money right.
I'll say it again.
Stingray has flares, which will be handy against these flies.
It will be
See
very
coming in
handy.
for
Yes,
the
and he's
bread.
building them right now, which is smart.
Yeah.
Now, Racho says Hive Cluster is perfect. So for now, we'll call it a Hive Cluster, okay?
Okay.
So you got the Hive Cluster, which is a very strong early game strategy. You got some Psy Crabs, but now there are some Splares coming. The Toast is going to come in crucial because the Splares are going to wreck those Psy Crabs. And those, what he really needs is probably an anthill.
Yeah.
So they don't hear me yet. And let's see what's happening here. So we got a UFO. Oh, we got two UFO. Two UFO eggs. Okay. Dang. Holy cow. I'm really impressed by Stingray.
Yeah, he's balancing really well right now. His income is a little less than Nivlack's, but he's got the
Nivlack has
cannons
been
and the
making it
flies, and he's got two UFOs out, so that's great.
So raw toast, the building toast is super interesting. And honestly, I think the toast for Nivlack is smart because he's very weak against flares, and the toast will stop him. I think in this scenario, toast is a good one. However, we do have UFOs.
Yeah, so Stingray, he's got waves of flies in front of his UFOs, which essentially, if done right, turns the flies into a meat shield for the UFOs. But it looks like Nivlack was able to kite away the flies that he launched flare, and I missed that. He probably would have pulled it out.
Yeah, and then Stingray sent a bunch of ants, but they were just dying from the flies.
Yeah.
So I think it actually is pretty well balanced because the ants do look really powerful, but they do pretty bad against the Hive Cluster strat.
Yeah. This is going to be a tense stalemate until somebody attacks the other's base with the captain. I think we're going to rely on a micro or an overwhelming macro after a long
now it
early
looks
battle.
like, I guess there's flares coming, so...
Stingray's running out of space there. He needs to rearrange his base a little.
He does. Now he's starting to max out those. So one thing we definitely want to do in the sequel, we want to make it easier to place buildings closer together. I know that was a highly requested thing that we weren't able to get in this game. So what we're probably going to do is, like, when you build a building, we'll walk to a grid, but the captain will walk to it. Probably what we're going to go with. Bulb is kind of bad with PB's comp. Yeah, honestly, the Bulb... Well, it does help with the UFO egg, but he hasn't used it with the UFO yet.
He did once in the last battle, but then he lost the bulk pretty quickly.
Yeah, it only
he
helps
does
the
need
UFO.
to, yeah, he needs to cycle through his units more.
Yeah, and right now I think Nivlack is going to hit, but I was actually pretty scared there for Nivlack. But now I'm thinking he's going towards...
I don't know, all those flares, they can eat those flies.
But there are some ants coming.
The crabs too.
And the crabs, and I think we're slowly going to he's going to slowly be whittled
Looking at
down.
the mini map, I think Nivlack has won the economy battle.
That is true. The power bulb does attract flies that come to it, which can distract them. Oh, I think this is it, guys. I don't see how those flies are going to the power bulb.
Yeah.
Anyway, that wasn't enough. And Nivlack makes it back. We're going to see a repeat of what happened before, but Stingray got third place.
Excellent.
Good job, Stingray. Hey, good job. Yeah, Stingray got third place, guys. That was really good. Hype. And then Carson says, oh yeah, I forgot it helps with flies. Yeah, I mean, it can help defend. I wouldn't say it's like that great, but it is something there. And I guess we could update this, but I mean,
No point.
whatever.
Let's do
So we got the match of the century, Nivlack versus Cable 19.
I have to say, I did not expect this. Cable 19's done much better than I thought. But last tournament, he did all right. He lost to Jay and Stingray and me, I think.
Now, we have to keep in mind, if Nivlak's going to win this tournament, he has to beat Cable 19 in two sets out of 3.
Cable 19 hasn't lost yet.
Cable 19 hasn't
Oh
lost yet.
my.
So Nivlak, if he wants to win this tournament, he has to beat him twice.
Cable 19's doing very well for himself. He has
And,
practiced
but
a lot
Nivlak
since
did
season 2.
go to the loser's bracket last tournament and he made it back.
That's
and
true.
he did beat Tadako when he beat him. So we'll see how this goes. This is going to be really interesting. Okay, put your predictions. I think most people said Nivlak, but if you change your mind, you can say so. GG says Carson, and Retro says, "Wow, I didn't see that going in Nivlak's favor." Yeah, I agree. Like at the beginning of the match, it looked really bad for him. But I'm glad we're seeing a lot more variety. I think the only thing that really hasn't been used this tournament is the hive mind.
Yeah. The hive mind and maybe the laser cannons got used, which I like to see.
A little bit, but not a whole
Yeah,
lot.
the anthills are also not in heavy use.
Which ones? The Anthills? Yeah,
Anthills,
they're not. They have been in the ultimate macro, but not too
Yeah.
many people have been placing them.
We haven't seen them deciding factors in any match either.
We're ready. Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly in the finals. On the left, we've got the Cable 19, and on the right, we have Nivlak 13. And they are selling their buildings. They're building their economy. This is like the interesting stage again. We're getting a rush here. We're getting a rush. Oh, the Beetle.
Rush.
He's distracting it.
Oh, Beetle no rush.
Oh, he got it. That was clutch, guys.
my.
Now what he needs to do is probably get some.
Look at that micro from Nivlak. He's dancing around.
Oh my gosh, this is scary. If he gets another, he's got the ants. This is scary. Is he gonna survive?
Interesting that the cannon was focused on the ant there.
He's got his own
Oh,
beetle.
I swear the beetle
will he,
touched
will
him.
he
That
get
was
it? Oh, yeah, the bumblers. The bumblers is gonna help. Is it gonna make it? He made it. Oh my gosh, he made it.
And that beetle is back at the base.
Carson says, I feel like this player is stronger for defending flies and wasting that spot for the Powerball. But yeah, I could, if you're talking about the last game, I think.
Yeah, I think if you're going to do a split macro like UFOs and power bulbs on their own, you really need to lean into it.
Holy cow, now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. Will he get it out? Will he kill it in time? He did. Okay, so they both have low damage. But he's getting attacked by bumblers.
I can't believe.
He's getting attacked by bumblers. Oh my gosh! Oh!
I can't believe how Cable turned that around.
Cable 19!
Wow.
He is oppressive! Oh my gosh!
That was like a duel in the Wild West.
I wonder how
Like-
much health his jar had.
Nivlak drew his gun first, but Cable shot faster. That was great.
I think what happened is like Nivlak shot him in the knee,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Cable 19 was like,
No.
and he shot him in a fatal spot. I'm not going to say where because we're keeping this family friendly.
Yes,
guys.
this is a family game.
Yes.
He shot.
And they were shooting Nerf guns.
Yes, right in the tickle bomb.
Yes. So Team Peanut Butter versus Team Jelly. Will Nivlak? So he needs to win 2 out of 4. If he loses one more, he lost. He's out.
Oh boy, rapid selling on either
Rapid
side.
selling,
This
okay.
always leads to an eventful match.
Yes.
Okay,
but
we're
they're
going
doing
for a
the
bank rush.
I think that's going to be the norm for a lot of games, maybe. But we'll, is he doing a hive cluster? Hive cluster. Okay.
Okay.
Hive cluster. Okay, so he's sacrificing some banks for hive cluster. I think
I
it's
think
pretty
that's
good.
a good choice on this map where there's one central lane. The flies constantly taking out that lane are a really good idea.
Dang, guys, this is intense. This is the finale. He's getting some cannons on the front. That's a good place to put them. Oh, this is what Cable 19 likes to do is he likes to put those hives in the top, 12 o'clock position, and they come this diagonal spot, and I think that's very smart of him. So that way they'll be attacking at an awkward angle for him. But he's countering it with his own hive cluster.
Okay. So, yeah, Nivlak's now got 2 hive clusters, one of the jar.
And that's a
another of the
very
right
good
brand.
position for him. It's kind of equal to the other position, honestly. And I think, I wonder which hive cluster will last. I'm guessing it's going to be Nivlak's. But he's got those bumblers. The bumblers, man, are scary. So Retro says rapid selling into banks is super interesting. Oh yeah, I think that's really good because you can get this huge economic boost.
Yeah, you can quickly pivot your initial real estate into whatever you design. So it's really up to the player how well that strategy works.
So the question is, do we want the winner to challenge me?
I
Is that a tradition? I don't know.
I think so. We should string that.
Should we have like the second place person commentate?
We've got the reservation for another 50 minutes. So,
So
we'll see
yeah,
how long this takes.
yeah. But we'll see. I don't know. So we got the bumblers. Holy cow! Look at those streams of flies coming in. But no, here's the thing: bumblers in large groups do really well against flies. But the thing is, those flies are going to keep on coming. They don't stop coming. They don't stop coming.
They're overwhelming.
You can let me know if you got that reference, guys.
You haven't seen
Yeah,
Shrek.
Cape Mountain says you got it. I want the second place to commentate. Yeah, we can do that.
I can do that.
So, will he survive the jar? Will he survive? Actually, it looks like Nivlak's going to win this. I'm guessing. I could be wrong. But those flies are just super crazy. Oh,
jar too, yeah.
And looks like it's not over yet, folks. The
So-
Nivlak 13 strikes back, like in episode 2.
Nivlak strikes back. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Now, is this going to be return of the Cable 19 or return of the Nivlak? I don't
Revenge
know.
of the Nivlak. So something interesting happened there.
Yeah,
The
if you
flies
win, you do
got
another
close
attack.
enough to the jar to start attacking the jar instead of the bumblers. So the bumblers were fighting off the flies, but the flies were just kamikazing into the jar. It didn't matter at all. Mm-hmm. There were so many flies that the bumblers couldn't hold them off.
Julie says we got the ref.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah, I'm kind of refereeing and commentating at the same time.
You're an all-star.
So as a reminder, if Nivlak wins this, it gets to another two set. Goes to another best 2 out of 3. And if Cable 19 wins this, then he wins the tournament.
Yes.
And whoever wins this will get $100 and their very own jar of peanut butter and jelly, plus a cool 3D printed like bracelet thing. Is like is a 3D print of the captain basically.
Little medallion.
That medallion. But a second and third place also get some, but they're smaller.
Yeah.
So you got
Third
another
place
hive
is
cluster in there?
embarrassingly
Yeah,
small.
hive cluster is like the
Accidentally.
popular strategy, honestly. And I really like putting the iron cannon there.
Yeah, that's a good...
The toast might be overkill, but maybe not. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I think it is.
That's some squares. I wonder if he's gonna defend this.
That's going to be an annoying little hide if he doesn't take it out real quick.
Yeah, it's gonna be really. He's got the ants aren't gonna do too much. Oh, he lost it. He lost
Okay,
it.
that
Okay.
crap's okay.
Yeah, that was good. Crabs are really good.
They are, yeah.
See, my tier list just sucks, guys. Go to that video and just dislike it. You won't see it. I'm joking. Don't dislike.
Don't dislike
I don't
it,
know.
no.
Maybe, no. Well, does disliking help us?
No, it doesn't.
It does. Okay, don't dislike it. Like it and then say it.
Like it and leave an angry comment.
Leave an
That
angry,
helps us.
angry comments down here.
Yeah.
Does the bulb increase bank speed? No, it does not, Carson. No. Otherwise, it would be way too powerful. In my opinion, I haven't tested it that way, but I think it'd be way too powerful. Because then you'd have like,
Why isn't anyone doing portal clusters? That's a great question.
You know-
I would like to see more of that.
I think that would be a good counter against the hive cluster.
We had Logan doing those late game in the round that he lost. But we didn't really see
The
none
only
of
downside
that.
to a portal cluster is it's more expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I just think those ants aren't going to get behind. So if he would have built squares there, I think he would have. But it is important to note squares are harder to build because you can't build too close to the edge. Well, ants you can.
Yeah. So this is kind of up in the air right now. It's peanut butter has a real estate advantage, but I feel like jelly has way more spawners. So,
Yeah, he does. So, and I don't know if those iron cannons are going to have because we had someone's here. Anyway, where were we? Hive cluster.
jelly, yes.
The iron
clusters.
cannons. I don't think those iron cannons back there are going to help because they get that close. Like it's.
Jelly knows what his range is here. Nivlak says, you know what, you're not going to get close to me. I don't need a wall in front of my banks. I'm just going to build banks.
Yeah.
So trust me, this thin wall of cannons and some crabs are going to protect me. Because it looks like they aren't. Those flies have to be dealt with and the captain can't approach.
I think it looks good for Nivlak, guys. And Roger says I'm a huge fan of portals. But honestly, I think the portals is a good strategy.
Maybe Cable 19 should switch to the portals. There's game. I don't know. Maybe.
If he doesn't win this one, yeah.
Yeah, I think Nivlak got this.
It's looking like it, yeah. There's no economy on the left side here.
Carson says portals makes for some really good pressure on buildings and forces you to use resources on defense. Yes, it does.
So-
His portals and players are so scary.
Cable's shying away from the jar. He was standing behind it. instead of kiting the flies. But,
Yeah. Looks like we got another 2 sets out of best 2 out of 3. So
this is intense.
this is intense. So this is exactly what's happening last time. Will Nivlak reclaim his crown? So if the first 3 were like the originals, is this next one the prequels? Or is it? We'll say it's the prequels.
Yeah, we don't talk about the other
ones.
The other trilogy.
Oh, we also talked about it in the bracket. So maybe that was the prequels and this is the sequels.
Okay.
Hopefully we don't get the game 3.
Where
I'm joking.
somebody's jar comes back from the dead for no reason.
Yep. The Rock Toast says, I think a mixed cluster would be really solid. Some Portal and some Hive, yeah. Honestly, I think that would be really good and expensive, but if you go like Hive, Portal, we're going to the Cosmic Terror. Okay. The Cosmic Terror.
I like this map because I don't know what its dimensions are, but it feels smaller. It feels like my jar is closer to my enemies here.
It's definitely much more. I think it's probably I could be wrong, but I think that's the least amount of area space out of all the maps.
Yeah, I think it's that, and the lanes are all straighter lines.
Yeah.
They're more or less straight lines from jar to jar. Other than in space, there's no map that's really like
Those Hive clusters are really good. Now, I think Cable 19 might struggle a bit without squares. Bumblers would be really good, but they are 500 more than squares. So like, even though they're not too expensive, but think about it, like a bumbler costs the same as a hive.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. So Rockto says, okay, I'm here for you, Star Wars, Jack. We won't talk too much about it. That could be pretty controversial, honestly. So.
Oh, that was a good lightsaber. Did you see that?
Oh, the light.
Speaking of Star Wars,
should we call those lightsabers?
Oh, I'm calling them lightsabers.
Okay.
It's an iron cannon right in the face.
So iron cannon's right in the face. So that's
yeah. Jelly came up and said, "Hey, Peanut Butter Captain," and Peanut Butter Captain responded with an iron cannon placement. Iron cannons fire immediately after their spawn.
Yes,
so
15 frames after.
Yeah, that was death for the Jelly.
So there's really nothing you can do. So it's like, and it locks on. It's not a bullet. It's like an instant blast.
Yeah.
So the opponent can't dodge it. So I guess we're calling them lightsabers.
It's essentially a melee attack from the captain.
Yeah.
And you can't. It just cuts through everything.
And it's kind of why I talked about them so much in my tier list video. Like, I think they're just super powerful.
Yeah.
Well, great name, yes.
We haven't seen that a lot in this tournament, though, because people are relying so much on the spawners and keeping their distance from one another.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen captains duke it out very much before now.
Yeah. Now, we'll see who has, like, the biggest... I think he does need to get some pressure, but it is really hard to get in there. The great thing about the hive clusters, though, over the portal clusters, is that it's really hard for the captain to get nearby, because there's a bunch of flies coming.
Because the flies are ranged units, yeah.
I'm actually kind of scared of things. I do. I don't know, maybe.
Man.
So after this, I'll probably give out the prizes, and then if we have time, we'll do junior matches. And then I can embarrass myself. We'll see.
Get an official picture with the winners. Put it on our website.
Yes. And I was getting some more hives in the front, which is risky, but it could pay off. Oh, that died. Okay. You're getting some toast in the front. That's good. He's defending them. But I do think he's just slowly gaining. He's like, it's like a losing battle. I think he needs more bumblers.
Yeah.
I think selling those are really good. He doesn't need those.
Well, Nivlak is overwhelming with spawners right now.
Yep.
When you place a spawner, it's essentially placing a captain that can only spawn one thing at one point, but it doesn't hit. Like, every spawner is so much to you have to address your enemy spawners early on, or they're just going to build up power.
Yeah, I think that's the main scary thing about the hive cluster at the beginning. I think. So yeah, I think he needs more banks. Yes, I agree, Roger. But it's hard because he doesn't have that much space.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to get rid of those spawners. Maybe he doesn't want to get rid of the spawners.
He could reach out on the right, but I don't know what cannons are there.
Yeah, this does not look good. It's kind of like a slow pain. I feel like the Psycrabs are like a slow painful death.
Yeah.
It's just like twisting the knife.
Did you see that episode of Pokemon where Ash and Pikachu die?
What?
Yeah, they go to some haunted mansion to get ghost type Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that one. Yeah, you're right. I didn't see
And
that.
a chandelier falls on him and he
Team
freaking
Jelly
dies.
wins, by the way.
Yeah, Team Jelly
Holy
wins.
cow, guys! That was little slow, but like, hey, that was slow and painful death. But we still got maybe one more. It's not over yet. This could be the last game, the last match, but we'll see what happens. It looks like Nivlag is getting back to his prime, but we'll see if Cable 19 changes something or not.
I wonder if we'll see a unit shake up here. And
Maybe we'll. Doesn't look like we are.
Okay.
Okay, but we do see a unit. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of scared by what
Nivlag has added gnomes.
Yeah, he's got some gnomes there, but he did do the gnomes last time on Lost, right? Oh my gosh, and we got this stage. This might be a short game, guys.
We're gonna see a nasty little gnome rush.
Okay, we got something. We got something. Oh.
Okay.
Wrong. Oh no!
Oh, the pigs.
I think this is hard. It's gonna be really hard. Look at that.
Ouch.
I think this is it. I could be wrong,
Man,
but
Cable's
it's definitely
got
like
to recoup his banks and go in for an attack if he's gonna make this up.
It's definitely this is. Oh
No one has any funding.
I think. Look at that. Oh no! I think this is it, guys.
So-
that was the play.
So Cable is not being attacked on his right, and he could, in theory, sell that bread, but would he just die instantly? We don't know.
Yes. So, we'll see what he. Oh, I think he's gonna get it.
He just gave Nivlag $2 grand by
Yeah,
dying.
I think
$3
this is
grand.
why we need a surrender button, guys.
Well, he could.
Oh, he's gonna
This
defend.
one ant is
Honestly,
gonna kill it.
that's probably his best bet is
Yeah.
to do that. Oh no, the crab. Oh no. Dang, that was crazy.
He's got a-
This map is crazy. It's kind of funny because this is like supposed to be the opening, the beginner map, but
Cable's got to start selling, or we're not going to see him have any money.
yeah, and I agree. Retro this game, but he's still surviving. Oh, he's trying to macro.
I think so. My idea
Yeah,
for the sequel is to let the players pick up the jar and move it.
Oh yeah.
That would be hilarious in this case. It wouldn't
I'm
really
gonna give
change
him
the
trophies.
outcome. but
King
why not?
Johnny wins. And
Nice. The gnome was not necessary. No, it was not. But wasn't it fun? It was fun to watch for me.
Okay, first. Some people left. Oh,
Salt
we
around
have-
the opponent's spawn
for
point,
everyone
yeah,
to compete
just to
against
rub
us.
salt in the wound. Ouch,
Here you go.
man.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
So we've got some consolation prizes for the participants, some candy bars. In future tournaments, we're probably going to 3D print some medallions that are just keychain sized. So if you can attend future tournaments, please try to. They're going to be fun. This was a great show from everybody. Nice job, Nivlak.
Thanks. My hands hurt. I played a lot of games in a row there.
Yeah, you played like 6 in a row, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What are the prizes? So first place gets $100 and a large medallion and a jar of peanut butter and a jar of jelly. Second place gets $50 and a smaller medallion, and third place gets $25 and a little keychain.
Also get.
The medallions are just 3D prints of the captain's face holding his hand up to the right, just like you see on screen here. Ratos says, Nivlak, you did great. He says thank you. We knew you could do it. Cable could have done it too, though. That was a really good first match. It's on the edge of my seat here.
There you go. And then we have
Yeah.
13 returning champ. I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Here you go. Sorry, I got to. And here you go. It's natural peanut butter. Okay. We got to do this.
So I think we're going to leave the stream up. We're going to have the winner play against Adam if he wants to. Like he said, his hand's kind of hurt right now.
Are you guys okay with the picture? Okay.
We're going to take a picture real quick. We're going to maybe have Cable 19 come and commentate with me. Maybe give us some thoughts on how that match went and what he felt could have been done differently.
Let's go against this wall. Right. Let's go against this wall right here.
Posing for a picture now. Oh man.
And then
So in first place to review we have Nivlak 13. Second place is Cable 19. In third place is Stingray, who's very pleased with himself. Flashing a king sign for the camera here. Or peace, or number 2. I don't know what the kids do nowadays. I'm too old for this crap.
YOLO.
Have a seat here, Stingray. Tell us your thoughts on that match. How do you think that went?
Yeah. But
Well, my heart was truly pounding.
you.
Yeah.
Well, my heart was truly pounding.
I thought I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it. Anyways, I believed in myself, and you should do that too.
It's true. What are you going to do with your prize money?
Okay. We're gonna have.
You going to buy an NFT?
We're gonna have Cable 19 commentate.
Okay, Cable 19's going to take the seat here. He's going to commentate. While they're setting up, why don't you give us some thoughts on how that battle went? What do you think we could have done differently?
Do I just talk in there?
Yeah, just a little closer. Right there's good, probably.
Well, I lost a lot of my piggy bank, so
You did, that hurt. That hurt to see.
tough to really recover from that, but
Yeah.
you do what you can.
Yeah, we were saying over here, I don't know if you could hear us. I think you could have maybe sold your bread, but then, like, what would you build? Because he had a bunch of bread, too. You couldn't have broken through that, so that was rough. You duked it out early on, and you just happened to lose that first duel, and that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yep.
So, let's see what Adam's doing. Oh, he's going for the troll build. Adam's being mean. We're going for the rush build, Niblack says, so we've got to go to the rush stage. So... Adam forgot which character he was, tried to move Jelly, and he is peanut butter. So he lost some time selling. Niblack did not sell in the beginning, so I think he's going with a defensive hive cluster here.
We'll see if he can get that laser cannon placed there.
Yeah. Looks like he did. I don't know if it's going to do much good. He got him a health, luckily.
You gonna take the piggy banks out?
It totally is, yeah. So something that I find frustrating when I try to do rushes is I can't tell the units to target the banks first. The jar is the objective, so yeah. They just fly straight to that, even if you want to go for the banks and demoralize your opponent. Yeah, Adam is peanut butter. Niblack is jelly. They haven't switched now.
So that square that Adam used, it ate right through the original protection that the game gives you. So even though Niblack didn't sell any of his stuff, it didn't really defend him in the end.
Yeah, that was an adaptation of the strategy we saw Stingray using, where he went in with a few splares first and wore down that bread. Splares are not great against toast because toast is fire resistant, but the bread they can eat through real fast. Battle of the Holy Land. Okay, it'll be interesting to see how they use the spread out lanes in this map. We saw Logan earlier placing turrets really close to the enemy's jar inside the lanes. And that was a real great strategy on this map because the lanes are so narrow and you have to focus so much on the wide center lane. Oh, he wasted a bank. That hurts.
Wasted like $8,000 there.
Yeah, he did. Man. He's just placing and selling. He's Adam is so when you sell, you get 75% of the cost back. So what's 75% of 3,000? It's like 2250 or something. I don't know. I don't want to do math right now. It's a Saturday. So Adam is just spending a few $100 to do a melee attack essentially. Just placing that iron cannon and selling immediately.
Looks like Niblack got a crab right in the middle, right at that pinch point.
I've got to say, Niblack has a huge advantage right now. Adam is distracted with that upper lane spawn point, but Niblack has spawners up at his base and plenty of money to pay for new stuff.
We'll see if he can protect this UFO long enough to let it hatch.
Yeah. I don't know, Niblack doesn't seem to be too aware of it or not very concerned with it maybe. So that UFO might hatch after all. Adam's building defenses on the, I'm going to call it the right elbow of the map. And we haven't seen Niblack go there at all, so I guess he's going to use it as a spawner base. Okay, so Adam's spawners are countering Niblack's spawners. Okay, it's not really anyone's game right now, but if one of those portals falls, then he's going to be at a disadvantage to the fly spawners. Okay, we're seeing a slow economy build up on both sides. This might be a long haul game. Interesting that the top part of the map is not really being used by anybody. I wonder if Niblack could stick some quick spawners down and give Adam something to deal with. Yeah, he read my mind or my mouth. He could just hear me because he's like 20 feet away. Yeah, so now Adam's got to respond to that. Let's see how he does that. I feel like I'm commentating golf almost. Like, this is so slow. They're just so evenly balanced right now. Okay, Adam just popped out 4 UFOs. That's going to be tough to handle. If he can give them a shield in front of those flies, because Niblack's got like an endless wave of flies right now. Flies on their own are not great, of course, but a million flies against 1 UFO, the flies are going to win, and the flies are free at this point because the spawner's already been paid for. Yeah, it does look like a bot plan. Yeah. Yeah, this is... We're not really sure how to classify this game. It's a real-time strategy, tower defense, all of the above, but it works out somehow. It's really good. Okay, I was being a little risky putting UFO right there in the middle. And Niblack is still just being defensive like we've seen. He's just taking his time, building spawners, letting the crabs do his dirty work while he amasses units.
I think the key to this game is just that if those UFOs hatch,
Yeah.
if they get taken out, then it's an advantage for Jelly.
I think whether they hatch depends on whether Adam can match the spawn rate that Niblack is putting out right now. There's one hatched, and there's some more being placed.
I'm starting to put some spawners at the top of the map. That might cause some trouble.
Yeah, but Adam's going to need to answer that quick. He's got no defenses in the top lane, so we're going to see it. Oh! Yeah.
I literally just noticed the top left.
Yeah.
Oh.
Couple more minutes, and that top spawner would have caused some problems.
Best 3 out of 5.
They're going to do 3 out of 5. Okay, so one more if you want to stick
Yeah,
around.
another strategy. Alright. Okay. Oh. 3 out of 5. Okay.
Yeah, so I think
I'm not sure if this
I think Niblack needed to reach out more. We're seeing him sit in the base and do lots of macro and rely on the spawners and the crabs. And Adam is just the first person Niblack has faced today who knows how to counter the crabs with a good balance of other spawners and a micro around those size points.
Yeah, honestly, I haven't played with crabs a lot, so I don't really know how to counter them.
Yeah,
I
they're...
tried experimenting with beetles and just extra flies, but couldn't find balance.
Yeah, crabs kind of force you to do some micro play. You have to force them to target you while something else takes them out, and that's tough.
Adam's pretty aggressive early on here.
Niblack sold all of his defenses, and that's hurting him. That's that.
That's 3 out of 5.
Austin was commenting on that
Well, there's your Bumbler Rush. Whoever said they wanted that.
Well, I mean,
Unintentional, but it was.
I know all the numbers.
Yeah, that's why we don't let you compete.
Yeah, Adam's saying he knows all the numbers. That's why he's not allowed to compete for money.
Okay, cool. Anyway, well, if anyone wants to play for fun, we can, but probably.
So we're gonna end the stream. We're gonna have some friendlies here. Be sure and like and subscribe. It looks like everyone who's here already has, so thank you for your support. This really means a lot. We really want to build this game into something that's great and enjoyed by a lot of people for some good, wholesome entertainment. So. If you'd like to continue the discussion after the stream ends, which we will in a minute or two, go ahead and hop on our Discord. We're going to post a link to that in the chat if you're not on there already. I'll probably edit the description of this video with a link to the Discord if you want to come back later if you can't stick around for the chat to end. I know I've got Stingray here.
We'll probably be done, so I just want to let you all know I was really scared in the chat. I'm not in the chat. I mean, this is how scared I am. I'm like misspeaking. I was actually really scared from that match, all those matches. So.
Yeah, they were all pretty close, except the last one. You just obliterated him. He sold his defenses, though.
I remember Rato saying, "Hey, how about the Bumbler Rush?" And that's what I went for. So. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. We're probably going to end this stream. Remember, the game's on sale on itch.io. It's not on the description below, but I probably will list this video eventually and put all those details in. We might split this stream into separate videos in the future too. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But the game is on sale for like $3 on Steam. So any support we get will help us in. Did I say Steam?
Yeah, you did.
I meant to say itch.io. So it's on sale on itch.io. We have a Discord there. Just look up Peanut Butter Jelly Wars itch.io. And all the support we get will help us with the sequel. Our main priority is to get the networking to go with online play. And this was a lot of fun. We would definitely want to do another one of these in the future. So I might put some sign-ups in the future on Discord or just on Twitter maybe. We'll see. If you guys live near the Logan, Utah area, we'll be glad to have you. And when we have online play, we'll have it available to everyone. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. It was a lot of fun. And we will see you next time.
So, yeah.